It is Wednesday, my dudes. No, wait, no, it's Sunday. Ugh. What's up, guys? Oh my goodness. I don't know why I'm feeling so flustered. I mean, I woke up at 7 a.m., went up for a quick drive, because I had some errands to take care of. And with that being said, like, I don't know, I was just pretty much in bed all morning, guys. Like, it is noon, and I was about to start stream at noon as usual, but then I felt like, wait, something's wrong. I can feel it. What's missing? And then I realized I'm still in my PJs. Like, I don't know, guys. I don't know if you guys can speak from experience, and I don't think most of you can. But, I don't know. Something about just streaming my PJs just doesn't sit right with me, if I'm being honest. Like, every time I boot up my computer to start streaming and whatnot, I gotta remind myself, you know, I'm switching to some jeans because I just don't feel productive. Like, I know I say I stream to relax, but at the same time, it's in some ways I am being productive, so it just doesn't sit right with me to stream in my PJs. Know what I mean? I don't know, but that's just a personal nitpick of mine. Hello, Erica. Hello, Swamp. Hello. Okay, is chat even working? Hold on. It's showing up on the layout, but you know what? Let me have another point of reference real quick. Okay, it's working fine. Hello, Chrono. Hello, Erica. I think that's everybody in chat who's actually speaking. Oh, wait, no, I spoke too soon. Hello, Tracy. Hello, guys. Happy Sunday. Today's Mother's Day, guys. Happy Mother's Day. Remember to love and cherish your mothers. And whoever just subscribed. Okay, I need to find that Hector alert. Where the heck is it? Hold on. Hold on, let me track it down, because this is getting ridiculous. I keep hearing that. For those of you that don't know, that's my subscriber alert here on YouTube, but I can't track down the alert for the life of me. Like, where the heck is it? I don't know what's going on, but you know what? Screw it. Let me put up Streamlabs real quick so I can track it down, or at the very least shut it down. But I don't know. As much as I enjoy the alert, but it really doesn't get me anywhere for this stream in particular. Know what I mean? Ugh. Also, hello, Polly. Welcome to the stream. Let me... Alright, I'm gonna test it real quick and work from there. Okay, can I test it? I'm not gonna lie, I have not touched Streamlabs in a hot minute, guys. Other than to reset the chat box and whatnot, whenever it's not showing up on the layout, I have not reset it. I have not messed with it whatsoever. Can I send a test alert, or... I can save the settings, but... this is a little frustrating, I'm not gonna lie. Two pieces of art. They have something to do with Mother's... No, oh, nothing to do with Mother's Day. Oh, huh. I'll check it out in a bit, Swamp. Give me a moment. Just because... Okay, here we go. Okay, it's not going... There you go, but... Where do I find it? Okay, it is just called Alert Box, so... It's hiding, but I can't see it. Let me test it again.
One step at a time.
It's not that one. Like, that's the thing, guys. Even if I'm not on the right layout, I can still hear it. So, you know what? Let's track it down. Let's freaking track it down. I know it's not chat box. What are you? Oh, you're another chat box. Okay, you gotta go. That's the Chrome tab. What's Caddy? Okay, I'm guessing it's another variant of Elgato. Alright, let's test it one more time.
One step at a time.
Or maybe it's because... Hold on. Okay, one more time. Let's see.
One step at a time.
There you go. Thank you for subscribing, Kevin. No, I'm kidding. Who the heck is Kevin? Freaking Kevin, man. Alright, I just gotta get rid of the alert box everywhere. Or really just keep it in one tab. Is there a way to delete it from every single tab that I have? Luckily, I don't have too many of them. It's only 6 of them in total. 7, actually. Actually, this is a blank one I use for recordings. Let me get rid of it. Okay, if I don't hear the echo, then all of them are gone.
One step at a time.
I still hear the echo, so it's still here somewhere. Hello, Tails. Is the animation is cool? Don't give me too much credit, Swamp. It's literally just a green screen animation from an old Game Boy game. Let's see. Get rid of you here. Is that all of them? I want to say it's all of them. I could be wrong, though. I will never get tired of this layout, by the way. Just the confused Hank staring at the screen like, what just happened, man? Alright, one more time. One more time.
One step at a time.
Okay, it's not echoing, so I want to believe that's all of it. So, here we are, guys. So, in terms of reactions today, I know I play this card a lot, guys, but I got nothing. I got nothing. Everything I wanted to react to, it pretty much got taken care of yesterday. So let's peep what Swamp is cooking on the Discord, and we'll work from there. How about that? Let's see. Take your time, Discord. I got nowhere else to be, or really Chrome in general. That's cute. Okay, we were talking about a boo with a chef hat yesterday. Okay, this is cute. This is cute. And Swamp, I'm gonna ask you this one time. Why? Just why? Why do we keep encouraging the awkward propensities of this fandom? Okay, to be fair, it could be a lot worse. It's nothing uncomfortable. It's just a little, like, if you know the TLH fandom well enough, you know this is a little cringe. This is a little cringe. Like this. Like Lincoln being sad, gore, sadness, crying, or whatever. Like, it is synonymous with TLH fan art, and I have very mixed feelings on the prospect alone. Like, I don't know. Like, I really do wonder what the perception of this series would be were it not for the fandom. Just run-of-the-mill, wholesome, happy-go-lucky Nickelodeon show? Because even then, it would still have a lot of problems, but... Okana is Japanese for money? Wait, is that what he's called? Hold on. Oh, cut money, boo? I'm not used to stream starting this early. Yeah, honestly, neither am I, Nick. Like, barely last week, I more or less made the commitment of, hey, start streams around noon. And so far, I mean, it's definitely more practical for me. And especially for my neighbors, because... I don't know, when I'm speaking, like, usually, but from what I've seen, they're usually out of town. They're usually away from out of the house at some point at noon during the weekend, so it's definitely more ideal. They don't have to hear me yapping, or not that I'm too loud, or at least I'd like to believe that, but the fact of the matter is, I'm a little bit of a loudmouth. I try to speak softly. There's a reason I close all the windows, close all the doors, but there are occasions where my neighbors can still hear me if I'm a little too excited. But the fact of the matter is, yeah, I'm still not used to streaming at noon. It used to be always 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, maybe 4 o'clock, but now, starting 2 hours earlier than usual, I mean, I'm not against it, but at the same time, it does feel a little compromising. Like, I can't really enjoy the rest of my morning, know what I mean? Okay, you know what, the less I look at this art, the better. Just because, I mean, it's a good drawing, but it's just, it just has the idea alone has something of a stigma. Let's see, hashtag end the loud house, yeah. Nettled Lincoln Loud, do I want to know what that means, Erica? Because I really don't. Speaking of, how's the audio? I want to believe it's low enough compared to my speaking voice. Lincoln when Nick greenlights another season. So now what? We looked at the fan art. You know what? Let's see if there's something in the media tab I can actually take a look at without risking copyright claims. Like, I don't know. I really need a good what's the equivalent to the term page turner, but for internet media or TV or visual media in general? Because I honestly don't know, but that's what I'm looking for. We already reacted to Death Battle. Yeah, there's really nothing, is there? Yeah, just a bunch of memes. Erica, what are we doing? Why is this here? I'm not against it, but why is it here? Where's my money? Where's my money? Good day to you, sir. Hey, wait a minute, what the heck? I'm telling you, man, classic Family Guy was a gem. Slightly annoyed, don't worry. Really? Okay, yeah, I probably could have looked into it myself. Okay, I thought it'd be something a little more specific. I don't know, maybe I'm just too cynical. That's how I am with the internet in general, if I'm being honest. A new review posted by Steam? Yeah, sure, I got nothing better going on. Let's check it out. I don't mean that, no offense to Steam or anything like that. It's just, like I said, his content is not exactly my cup of tea, but apparently people really get into it when I'm reacting to his reviews. Okay, I don't even know what to type on the search bar, because he has like 5 different names. What, Red Dub? Oh my gosh. Does this narrow it down? Okay, it does. Thank goodness. Okay, on one hand, guys, hold on. I can't guarantee that we'll react to this because, well, if I may be a little upfront, guys, nothing is set in stone in terms of the next TLH video. Actually, it is. But after that, here's the thing. Some people have been asking me, or really just one person in particular, please do a review of Hologram Jam. That is a terrible episode, and I do remember seeing it a couple months back, but I am gonna watch it again and maybe give my own review. You know, in the same vein that I treated the Taunting Hour. I think I am gonna write a review for it. So if I watch this review, I feel like, I don't know. I just want my own critique to be a little uninfluenced. So I don't know if I can react to this. Nothing against the creator or anything like that. It's just, it compromises my own content. Know what I mean? What episode was that? What? Hologram Jam? It's from season 9, I think? 10? 11? I don't know, guys. Like I've said before, the production scheduling is all over the place when it comes to this show. I can't even tell what season this episode is from. Have I heard of Adventure Man? I have no idea who that is, Tails, if I'm being honest. Although that, you know what? Hold on. Has Tucci uploaded anything that I haven't reacted to on stream as of late? Because yesterday we did look at his video about the Weekenders, and fun fact, guys, the first episode is available on YouTube. Not officially published, but it's there, and I thought it was really charming, even though it was only 10 minutes long. Apartment complex or the glow? That's the thing. Like I said, Nick, this guy's channel is not really my cup of tea. Like, I don't know, between the editing, like, I don't know. Something about his style just really rubs me the wrong way. Like, just the way he presents the review, he doesn't even show, he shows still frames from the episode and just lets the camera move slowly. Like, I don't know, that kind of cinematography, it just makes me, it just has a hard time, it just has a really hard time keeping me entertained. But anyways, actually, come to think of it, when does Toy Story 5 drop? I think it's next month. You know what? It's a Pixar movie. It's always in June, usually. Actually, no. I think we've reacted to everything. So we did react to this and that. I can't really react to Smiling Friends content just because it's gonna be really awkward. Body swap. Have I reacted to this? I don't think I've reacted to this on stream. Hold on. Honestly, just the fact that the owl house is on the thumbnail, and he's presumably gonna rag on it. You know what? That's enough to win me over. So you know what? Let's take a look at it. Body swap episodes in cartoons and why they suck, by Cartoonchi. Fair enough, Nick. Okay, to be fair though, the way I do it is I record muted footage from Paramount Plus, and I'm pretty sure those episodes are already available on Paramount Plus, at least in the Mexican one. And if they're available in the Mexican one, then they're definitely available in the American one, but what do I know? I don't know, it depends, but even then, I don't know. Even that, like, is it like I don't know. Like he's very analytical, but he does miss a lot of important elements with the episodes he reviews. Anyways, wait, should I close the Discord tab? Probably.
There's only one thing to do when friends can't see eye to eye. Body swap!
I'm sorry, you can really tell they phoned this episode in. I'm
That goes for a lot of the Owl House, man. That goes for a lot of the Owl House.
very aware I'm not the first person to discuss the pros and cons of body swap episodes in cartoons.
Really? Doesn't seem okay. Maybe I just don't spend enough time on the internet, and that's definitely for the best. But I don't see it talked about a lot. Like I know it's a very common cartoon trope, but I don't see it talked about a lot.
It's been a hotly debated subject for a while now. But barely anyone's made a full video about body swap episodes.
Exactly. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Have they?
When did he upload this? Come to think of it. Okay, half a year ago. Holy crap. It's been a while.
I'm like a bloody genius. Like, you just.
I actually don't know, Swamp. Like, I really think it depends on the individual episode. Like, I'd say the only time it was done well, and to the surprise of no one, I think the only time it's been done well is with Gravity Falls.
It's like the money up my way. For real though, I do find this to be a genuinely interesting topic. Body swap episodes. You know them, you love them. No, you don't.
Do I, though?
Body swapping is a very common trope in storytelling and has a very large peculiar presence in.
You know what? I would be questioning what the heck is this frame all about, but the less time I spend on it, the better.
Name me a cartoon from your childhood. There's a very high chance of it having a body swap episode. Now, on the surface, I mean, what's the problem? A lot of cartoons have episodes based around very specific tropes, and a lot of cartoons.
Really? Even Justice League? Justice League did it? Probably.
Cartoons use the same tropes with their own spin on things. It's not a bad thing to fall back on and rely on the old reliable tropes of fiction if you need somewhere to start. But body swap episodes tend to be some of the most divisive and generally disliked episodes.
I'm guessing this is a Reddit thread. You know what? Let's read it. Hold on, let me read it. Just out of curiosity. Because Justice League examples notwithstanding, they're done to death and the moral is always the same. You don't know someone's perspective because you haven't lived their life. One very obvious criticism, it's a cliche. Blah, blah, blah. It's overplayed and predictable, and people almost never do anything different with it. I feel like this is one of the only shows that did it good. Shout out to the OG Teen Titans for slapping Starfire and Raven. Thought it was a solid episode. Ed, and Eddie. Characters argue about X being Y. Characters get body swapped. They each do their own thing. Goes well. Oh no, things go bad. Yeah, it is very formulaic the more you think about it. Okay, I think I got the gist of it, and I don't disagree with it.
Episodes of their respective series, and the trope itself is often seen as boring and
I mean, Luthier, they already push it with a lot of unwarranted fantasy elements. I really wouldn't draw the line at a body swap episode with probably some sort of Lisa invention. Like, I don't know, it'd be really easy to write, but I don't expect it to do anything subversive or interesting.
Lazy these days due to just how quote-unquote overused it is. Now, if you ask me, I don't think body swap tropes are overused in the slightest. I think they're used about as much as.
I think I've seen it plenty of times. I mean, just how many shows has he shown? How many shows in this B-roll's worth of, in this minute and 10 seconds worth of B-roll, how many shows has he displayed that actually have a body swap episode? The Owl House, Chowder, Justice League, Gravity Falls, Fairly Odd Parents. Just 5, off the top of my head.
Any other trope you could think of. In fact, I could probably name a few tropes that are used way more than body swapping.
I guess.
But I won't.
Yeah, we'd be here all day if you were to list them, man.
What I think is happening here is actually very simple. It's not that body swap episodes are overused in comparison to other tropes, it's that body swap episodes can suck a fanny. Yeah,
Hey, yo.
turns out if you do nothing to innovate on an established trope and just do the exact same thing every time, then people get sick of it. Next, you're gonna tell me people enjoy going to church. Now, on paper, body swap episodes are
No comment.
actually a neat story.
Hey, yo, what is this frame? Why is... Okay, at least the outfit looks, it fits on the mayor, but on the professor? Oh gosh, no, please no. Miss Bellum can get it though.
Compelling opportunity, even for completely episodic shows, as they provide plenty of comedic and fun scenarios of characters having to adjust to living as a completely different person and potentially giving some new insight into how certain characters live, and having the characters all learn how rough they individually have it. The problem is that this is the only fucking template.
Yeah, it's the only way you can go at it, or at the very least the only way they try.
Follow. The problem a lot of body swap episodes face is that they're generally super predictable, and this is because, unlike many other tropes that get adopted and used by cartoons, the purpose and general plot of body swap episodes stays the exact same. Whether you're watching the body swap episodes of Kim Possible, that's the wrong image.
Wait, who's this?
Kim Possible, Powerpuff Girls, Chowder, Jimmy Neutron, Gravity
All right, Jimmy Neutron did do it once. I think it was Jimmy and Cindy. Oh, it's been a hot minute since I watched that show, and somehow I still remember a lot of it.
Owl House, whatever.
All the more reason I'm still got mad it got a reboot. It didn't get that reboot, by the way. The one time I probably would have been cool with it.
Possible, Powerpuff Girls, Chowder, Jimmy Neutron, Gravity Falls, Owl House, whatever you're thinking of, which not on topic because of your ADHD. Yes, I know my audience so well, including you, pal. Put down the fucking drawing tablet and tab in, Audrey.
Dude.
These episodes don't have the exact same goals in mind, but they do have a lot in common. Some are done to teach the characters that they all have it rough in their own ways, and that they shouldn't judge someone else's perspective on
Devin, should I know who that is? I really don't, guys. And maybe it's best that I don't, just from the way you're wording it.
on things too harshly because they don't live their lives. And some just have the characters swap bodies and have to navigate through the trials and tribulations that come with that for no other reason than that being the episode's premise. And the structure is usually one-to-one as well. The characters argue about something.
They argue, they switch they argue, like it's basically did Freaky Friday coin this formula? Because it feels like it did. They argue, they keep yapping about, oh, you don't understand what it's like in my shoes. They end up switching bodies, things go right, things go wrong. Basically what that Reddit comment said earlier.
Then they get their bodies swapped. They realize just how hard they both have it as they have to adjust to living as completely different people. They acknowledge this fact and apologize. Their bodies get swapped back. That's 10 to 20 minutes of your life you won't
What made the Gravity Falls work for me? I just thought it was really funny. I thought it was really funny.
get back, please. And when there's no moral to the episode, it's just as simple as showing the characters.
Yeah, exactly, Nick. I don't know who that is, and maybe it's better that way.
The ups and downs of another character's life and then switching back by the end. And I won't act like this is an easy trope to innovate with, and that this isn't the most ideal story you can get to work with this premise. That's the reason it's so common. But you can't deny that it's gotten so old and stale that whenever an episode of a cartoon features
Yeah, keep in mind, guys, Jimmy Neutron is from, like, I want to say 2004, 2005. Yeah, this trope is like this trope is around 30 years old, guys. Maybe even older than that. Like I said, I don't know exactly where it originated.
Swapping is the main focus. You can pretty much predict how the entire thing is gonna go, and that's why so many people hate the trope and think it's overused. There's no innovation. You don't necessarily need to innovate on something in order for it to be good, but this specific trope plays out almost the exact same way nearly every time it's used.
Yep.
Even though each show has a different set of characters with their own personality traits and lives, there's
I guess, again, can give credit to the Owl House. They did it willingly, but even then, it's not really entertaining.
barely any differences in the overall structure, plot beats, and or morals if you were to compare Owl House to Kim Possible. Oh, that's the wrong fucking one again.
Oh my gosh.
The plots play out
Please stop bringing her up. Maybe the less I know about her, the better.
exactly how you think they're going to, and the characters all learn the same lesson by the end. Now, to put my cards on the table real quick, I don't personally mind body swap episodes depending on the execution. A lot of body swap episodes are in this weird in-between state for me, as I don't vehemently hate them for existing, and sometimes do genuinely enjoy them if they're funny enough or actually something meaningful to say.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I really like the Gravity Falls one, if nothing else.
About the characters, and I do think they're generally overhated, but it can't be denied that barely any of them do much to stand out. Even when some body swap episodes aren't super focused on telling the same moral spiel, like the body swap episode in Chowder, which just uses the concept in order to crank out some fun gags, it's hard to shake the feeling that you've seen this all before. That is the only negative thing you're ever gonna hear me say about Chowder.
Okay, I gotta watch Chowder again at some point, because as far as internet critics are concerned, the general consensus is, yeah, it's probably the best Cartoon Network show, or one of the
This
funniest.
channel, the show still solos most of the anime released in the past 5 years, and I'm dead serious about that. It also
Okay, to be fair, I don't really watch a lot of anime, so I can't really agree with that.
doesn't help that with how common the trope is in a lot of cartoons, you can't really shake the feeling that these episodes are designed by committee. Like there's some sort of cartoon quota that every cartoon has to fulfill, and body swap episodes.
Yeah, it really seems like it, doesn't it? Like, I don't know, the fact that it's this common, you really have to wonder, hey, is it some sort of quota?
Constantly on the docket. I made fun of it at the start of the video, but the body swap episode in Owl House, I'm not gonna lie to you, that shit was so fucking ass. The episode feels hyper aware of how overused the trope is. You can tell with Ida's dialogue and delivery in the opening scene.
They do it willingly, like she's so on the nose about it with the dialogue, like, yeah, just because you're self-aware, it doesn't make you any more compelling. At least that idea alone.
But without any sort of unique spin on the concept or meta commentary, it ends up feeling super forced and
like, it's crazy how many times the Owl House is more or less aware of the cliches, while it also embraces said cliches. Like, just because you know you're being stupid, it doesn't make you any less stupid.
Phoned in. Like, you can see where everything in this episode is going.
Wow, I'm an alcoholic, but that doesn't how does that solve the problem? You're still drinking, you're still being problematic? Just to name an example.
Going from a mile away. It offers nothing of value to the overall show. Like, I love Owl House, but I think this is also a microcosm of season 1 being super basic. I should probably re-review season 1 at some point. It really isn't that bad. Okay.
Agree to disagree.
Okay, what else? Oh yeah, that one thing. That one thing about body swap episodes that everyone hates.
Okay, but why are you showing a shot from... Is this Yakuza? Okay, hold on. Okay, I gotta turn on the captions. I don't know what else to put here, so... How's some Yakuza gameplay?
Passion, I guess. I don't know, I'm kinda indifferent. One of the most widely criticized things about body swap episodes is the voice acting. Not because the voice acting is ever bad, per se, that's not the issue. I'm referring to when a character swaps bodies with another character, and magically retains their voice when speaking through another character's mouth.
Okay, to be fair though, for that specific element, I feel like keep in mind, I feel like this is just a way of showing the audience, hey, they switch bodies, it's a different person. I think it's a means of telling us to pay, I think it's, I don't know how to word this, guys. It's basically a way of telling the audience that their bodies are swapped. Like, yeah, they could be more subtle about it and not change their voices, but it is what it is.
This is an incredibly common thing that happens in pretty much every body swap episode in cartoons, with only a couple of exceptions, and a lot of people don't like it. It's not very hard to see why.
Hard to believe that every creative head would have the same idea, so it has to be a corporate decision? Probably. Like, I don't know, I guess it's just, like he said, an old reliable trope that you could easily get an episode out of. Because quotas or whatever.
I guess. Logically speaking, there should be no change in the characters' voices, as that's not how...
Yeah, realistically. Same vocal cords, same body, your voices should not change.
If it should really work, you just transfer...
On one hand, again, cartoon, you can probably suspend your disbelief there, and like I said, a way of telling the audience that their bodies are swapped, but on the other, it would be a little more nuanced if you just didn't go through with it.
Minds, not voices, and when a character is speaking in another person's voice in universe, it ends up making many scenes of them trying to convince someone they're not the person they appear to be, or conversely, when they're trying to trick someone into thinking they are who they appear to be, feel very silly.
Are you gonna
Yeah.
Mabel point? Maybe we should lose all his points. Uncle Stan!
You're playing a dangerous game doing this with Gravity Falls of all shows. Like,
Yeah.
I'm surprised there isn't a theory out there about the entire town.
Yeah, to my surprise, like, even though it's not very subversive with the formula, it's still really funny, and we learn a lot. You know what, maybe, I think he's gonna talk about it, so I'm just gonna let Tunchi do the talking, assuming he does.
For lead poisoning. I understand the complaints of this, and I do personally prefer it when an episode of a cartoon doesn't swap the characters' voices, but instead has the respective voice actor do an impression of the character currently in their character's body, as it makes more sense and ends up being a funny way for the voice actor to flex their vocal range. This is League Unlimited, and...
Yeah, imagine Jason Ritter doing a freaking Mabel voice, or trying to replicate Kristen Shell's voice. Like, I don't know, I think that'd be kind of hilarious.
Sonic Boom of all shows do this perfectly.
Really?
Trying to mimic the tone and mannerisms of the character they've been swapped with. The Flash swaps minds with Lex Luthor, with Michael Rosenbaum and Clancy Brown still sounding like their respective characters, but with different enough mannerisms that let you know who's who.
Really?
Else, I can at least learn the Flash.
This is where the meme came from?
Secret identity. I have
No idea who this is.
The same thing happens with Sonic and Eggman, with
Really?
Michael Craig Smith adding some cartoonishly evil inflections into his Sonic voice, and Mike Pollock managing to pull off the exact same teenage whining he does when he sees a Palestinian child.
Oh my gosh. What?
But while I do personally prefer this approach, and I
Okay, I'm just gonna gloss over that.
understand
Just because I do not want the stream getting political, of all things.
complaints from people who don't like it when the voices of characters swap along with their minds, it's very obviously just...
Okay, come on, I want to hear some... Okay, come on, I want to hear Eggman's voice actor do some Sonic. Like, come on. Okay, yeah, you know what? I take it back. Yeah. Why bother switching the voices at all? Why not just let the voice actors pop off with having to do this whole array of new impressions? Like, please.
Done to make the episode less confusing for kids or just people in general if they aren't paying much attention. It's so people have an easier time of keeping track of who's who, and doesn't necessarily
Exactly.
have to mean that the characters in universe are hearing a difference in their voices. If you're capable of suspending
Yeah,
your disbelief,
the characters aren't, but the audience definitely is.
a bit. But I understand it's difficult for some people to do that with body swap episodes because of how distracting the different voices are. Again,
Yeah.
there's a reason I prefer the other way of doing things.
Exactly, and I do too, at least as of right now.
I think the complaint is a little harsh and I don't really think about it too much, but I won't deny it's often better to just let the voice actors do impressions of who they're supposed to
I mean, Tracy, is there a Mother's Day episode for the Loud House? I don't think there is. There's episodes about Rita, specifically, but... Actually, no, there is one in the Really Loud House, but I think it kind of sucked, guys. I'm gonna be honest. You will not find me praising a single overall episode of the Really Loud House. That is 2 seasons of... Those 2 seasons are like 99% garbage. And I'm not afraid to admit that.
swap with, as it often leads to the situations they get involved in being way funnier without raising any boring questions about consistency. But with all that said, is there any way to approach a body swap episode in a way that's entirely different from how most cartoons use the concept?
That's a really good question, because I honestly don't know either.
Well, of course there is, but I think it largely depends on what kind of show you're cramming this trope into. If you're writing an episodic comedy, then I don't think there's much you can realistically change when the whole point of the gag is that the characters are having trouble in other people's bodies. It's quality is reliant on how good the
Ironic Johnny Test footage.mp4.
jokes are. If the story is being taken more seriously, on the other hand, not completely seriously, obviously we're talking cartoons here, then I see plenty of room to mix things up. To support the moral that other shows keep reusing and just have the body swap be an interesting mix-up, an obstacle in the way of the story you actually want to...
Like, okay, you know what? I think I can understand it now. The reason it works with Gravity Falls, like I said, maybe other than just a comedy, it's just because there's always been something of a parallel and also a contrast between Dipper and Mabel. One is an introverted dork and the other one is outgoing, and pretty much everyone loves her. Pretty much every, she's like, basically everyone considers her likable. Like, there's just such a contrast in the personalities. One is impulsive, the other one actually keeps to himself respectfully. Like, the other one is studious, the other one is a lot more socially aware, if that makes any sense. Like, it's not just throughout that specific episode, throughout the entirety of the 2 seasons, there's always been a contrast between the characters, and this just feels like the trope actually complements that dynamic. Know what I mean?
Tell. It doesn't have to be reserved as cartoon lesson fodder. You can still tell a fun or meaningful story with body swapping without having to be
okay, again with the Yakuza footage.
The same goddamn lesson and realization for the characters you've seen 1,000 times at this point. I don't know, man. In conclusion, just watch Your Name. It's really good. Also, shout out to that one moment in Golden Wind. I thought that was...
Oh my gosh, spoilers! Bro, I'm still on part 4. Why would you... Okay, you know what, to be fair, it did come out at the time I'm guessing this video got published, but... don't tell me JoJo does it too, man. I'm not even halfway through part 4. Okay, sure. Okay, you know what, I guess I had it coming for just screwing around on the internet.
Pretty well done. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that little rant of mine.
I kinda did, not gonna lie.
Play Yakuza at the end of the videos until RGG actually addressed the remove Kagawa movement. Like, I love
Wait, what?
these games, but literally, what are we fucking doing, dude?
Yeah, I haven't... To this day, guys, I don't know how many times he's name-dropped Yakuza in his videos, but I still don't care.
Play Red Dead 2, I guess.
Why don't you walk along and forget what you saw, okay?
Here's an idea.
Okay. Suddenly explosion. Suddenly JoJo spoilers. Suddenly... Okay, enough said. Yeah, I enjoyed that. Still, though, I'm not sure what to make of this, guys. Yeah, fun watch. Tackled. You know what? That's the thing about Tunchi. Even though he is a couple years younger than me, he is very insightful. Like, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of you know what? He's a lot more insightful than I ever could be, if I'm being honest. Just because, I don't know. He doesn't necessarily focus on the individual narratives. Like, he just focuses on the ideas as a whole and basically the ramifications behind the scenes, if that makes any sense. So I don't know. Props to him, because honestly, I don't know. These kinds of videos where I tackle individual tropes and have to go out of my way to look at all these episodes that have one thing in common, like, I don't know. I just don't have the time for that, or really the analytical skills, if that makes any sense. So you know what? I enjoyed that. We are one and the same, not caring about Yakuza. Yeah, honestly, Erica, it doesn't seem like too popular of a franchise. I'm not even kidding. The only time I ever cared was when Dame Dame became a meme for a while. I would show the meme in question, but I think that music is copyrighted, guys. So, just remember that Mr. Entered recently posted a video re-reviewing the most hated SpongeBob episodes. You know what? I think that's worth checking out. Let's see. Looking back at the most hated SpongeBob episodes, the complete Disney timeline. Part of me, low-key, guys, just wants to watch the video with less views, but at the same time, the SpongeBob one is a lot shorter. I think we could get through it for what's left of the stream, just because if I look at this one, we're going to be here all day. And like I said, guys, my threshold is usually around 3 hours. I do want to play some more Odyssey, and Tunchi is 9 months older than me. Really? He's only like, what, 22, 21? Wow, he's... Huh. Wow, good on him. Like, honestly, I wish I had, like, I don't know, just his... How do I put this in a way that isn't too flattering? Just his choice of words and his sense of humor, like, it's very unique. It's very... eloquent? Nah, that's, like I said, too flattering. Point is, it's really good. Good content. It's all I can say. It's entertaining, if nothing else. But alright, with that being said, let's react to looking back at the most hated SpongeBob episodes by Mr. Enter. I do wonder, is there a single episode here that isn't? That, or rather, actually is from seasons 1 through 3? Because I can't think of a single episode from the classic seasons that I actually dislike, except for maybe I'm With Stupid. Is that what it was called? You know, the one where Patrick's parents are visiting, they treat SpongeBob like an idiot. You remember back when people... That's really the only classic SpongeBob episode I actually dislike. Everything else, though, pure gold.
Would just yell and scream at terrible SpongeBob episodes, like the yellow guy had killed their dog or something. He says like he wasn't the forerunner for doing this. I think it's plain to see that people took things way too seriously back then, 15 years ago. Yes, it really has been that long.
Bro, you do not need to remind me of my age like that. Golly.
Make sure you all schedule your doctor's checkups. You're getting up there in age. I think it's safe to say that as far as the SpongeBob fandom goes...
Okay, is the audio too low on my end, or is he just speaking really softly, at least compared to the usual?
Matured and doesn't really do anything like that anymore these days. Nowadays, you're more likely to get 12-hour video essays about the...
How long ago did he upload this? Okay, about 3 weeks ago, not that long ago.
Freudian symbolism of Squidward's nose.
What? Freudian symbol? What?
A lot of the anger back then was performative. I think people realize that by now. I mean, there were a lot of people doing this kind of thing that were legitimately unwell back then. Like, stalking a girl and fleeing to Mexico unwell.
Wait, what?
But for most of the angry reviewers, it was all in the name of fun. And the audiences loved it at the time. I think that part is forgotten in this day and age, and not really stated enough. Back in the age of Rada Rada Scumbob,
Rada Rada.
Audiences ate that shit up. Videos back in the day yelling at SpongeBob got millions of hits.
Wow.
And that meant a lot more because the platform had so many fewer people on it.
Yeah.
Why was this so...
15 years ago, what was that, 2011? Yeah, YouTube was still... Okay, to be fair, the platform was at least 6 years old at the time, but still, it was definitely a lot more tightly knit. Like, YouTube communities, having usernames in general, like, keep in mind, guys, before my college days, or really a couple years ago, I used to just scroll through YouTube nonchalantly. No username, no nothing. But nowadays, yeah, it feels like everyone can have a tag.
Appealing. Well, because these people yelling at the sponge were...
Like, there was a lot less people who actually dedicated time to the communities and the comment section and whatnot.
...piece for the fandom at large. And a lot of the fandom was made up of young people who were realizing for the first time that one of their favorite shows was going down the tubes.
Yeah.
As a grown adult, in the present day, you can go on any back corner of the internet and see the grossest thing ever conceived by man. Billions and billions of things that would put the Splinter or To Love a Patty or the...
Oh gosh, don't remind me of the Splinter. Like, it's a genuine marvel, the things I willingly stomached when I was a kid. And not even an actual Nickelodeon. Like, a couple of years after the episode aired on Nickelodeon, like, it aired on Mexican antennas or public Mexican television. I don't know how I ever stomached an episode like the Splinter, because I cannot rewatch it in good conscience. Like, it is just so visually disgusting.
Toenail scene from House Fancy to shame, especially now when we're all more...
Wait, what was wrong with House Fancy?
...plugged in and desensitized to our true crime reality. But when you were a kid or a teen that wasn't really engaged with social media or explore animations or the wider world and the actual shit that happens in it, something like the Splinter hits...
Oh, why you gotta show it? You know, I'm closing my eyes. I'm just gonna listen.
...particularly hard. especially in a relatively more clean show in an era where gross-out shows were largely fading out. For a lot of kids and teens back in the 2000s, the Splinter was genuinely shocking because
Yeah.
it really did come
I
out of
still
left
hate it.
field. Of course, we're not in the era of the 2000s anymore, and time has revealed that a lot of these judgments were very unfair.
Were they though? Because I don't know, guys. If there's ever any SpongeBob episode that I do want to give an honest review, like the same way I do TLH, it's probably going to be I'm Was Stupid or something along those lines.
You look at all of the episodes that people complained about, getting hung up on some of them does seem weird and petty in hindsight, with the wild directions that animation took in the past couple of decades. Something like Atlantis SquarePantis was considered the worst thing ever to a lot of millennial
Yeah, I know a lot of people dislike it, but I personally hardly had a problem with it.
and Gen Z kids, which
Like, yeah, they behave a little stupider than usual, but I don't know. I guess SpongeBob in general is just the kind of show where you can get away with much stupider stuff than the Loud House ever did. Just because they're not human, they're not supposed to be relatable. It's more or less, and take the saying with a grain of salt, it's more or less just pointless comedy.
can feel very quaint in hindsight, when later on would be shows like Bunsen is a Beast,
Who?
Fairview, or
Who?
a cartoon that was made to shill NFTs. When you're watching
Who? You know what? Maybe it's best that I don't know.
people yell at these old episodes, it can feel like they didn't know how good they had it. Even talking about SpongeBob itself, seasons 14, 15, and beyond can feel unrecognizable as SpongeBob.
I think they're unrecognizable in general because I have no idea what episodes those are from seasons 14 through 15 or 16 or whatever.
Compared to even the worst episode.
Like, I don't know, guys. Pretty much anything past season 4, I could probably not tell you what season it's from. If you were to name any episode past season 4, I would not be able to tell you what season it's from for the life of me. That's how inattentive I am to just SpongeBob in general. And to be fair, the show's been going on for, what, almost 30 years now?
Episodes of season 6, 7, or 8. I've been ruminating on the little yellow guy for quite a bit recently. And I thought a fun thing to do would be to go over some of the single most hated episodes of SpongeBob SquarePants from its angry fandom era. And essentially
Wait, is that that's from Good Neighbors? Like, yeah, a lot of the episode was stupid, but to be honest, just seeing Squidward and SpongeBob give them their comeuppance, I don't know. I don't know. It elevated the episode a little bit in quality, at least just for me.
them a fair trial from a more enlightened viewpoint. I want to see if any of the
Ew.
that was actually worth it.
Where
Who knows? A lot of these episodes may have actually been misjudged at the time. And I've picked 3 prime examples.
I don't know. Like, imagine, guys, if a couple years from now, and I'm miraculously still doing YouTube, which I'm kind of hoping I'm not. But imagine if a couple years from now, I do a re-review of No Such Luck, and I'd say to myself, wow, this episode wasn't that bad after all. Like, no, I think I will always stand by the fact that bad Loud House episodes are pretty much going to stay bad.
That we'll be looking at today. And if all goes well, I'll be doing a lot more.
Maybe I was exaggerating a little at the time I was critiquing them, but at the same time, no, you still got it coming.
More videos just like this. Not just with SpongeBob, but maybe with Family Guy or other long-running shows.
Yeah, I knew that swamp. I knew it was created by Butch Hartman.
As well. Let's start with Good Neighbors.
Security system takes control of Squidward's house and begins attacking the city.
Little secret, a lot of people actually think that one is me.
Wait, is it you?
It's not, by the way. It's also not
Okay.
by Gem Reviews either.
It does sound like a younger you, though. I'm not gonna lie, homie.
You'd be surprised how much SpongeBob fandom terminology and discourse wasn't actually created by me. I didn't come up with the term scumbob or Squidward torture porn either.
Hey, yo.
They were both around.
Why does everything remotely exaggerate? I don't know. You know what? I don't know. I hate it when the internet uses the term porn so loosely when something that's not literal.
Long before I got on the scene. And this episode was also really hated.
Like, there's a whole account on Twitter literally called food porn. It's just really delicious looking food. It has nothing to do with pornography. Like, can we not, please?
Before I started. If you look at lists.
Not to be too much of a prude, but can we not, please?
And forum talks at the time, Good Neighbors was a super hated episode. Not only was it considered the universal worst episode of season 4, but it was the universal worst episode up until that point.
Really?
It inspired some really legendary rants.
SpongeBob and Patrick were in his house the whole fucking time.
And of all the episodes we're going to be talking
I don't know. Did it really inspire such contempt? I don't know. I wasn't I didn't really pay much attention on the internet at the time. To be honest, I have no idea who was making that critique, but I don't know.
About today, this
I kind of want to see what was the general consensus with Good Neighbors, if nothing else.
one is going to seem like the weirdest for people to be mad at least from a modern point of view looking back. A lot of these rants came out in the 2010 to 2014 era.
Okay, yeah, I was definitely not involved in the internet back then.
And by that point, we had so many other worse examples of the prototypical Squidward torture porn, from boating buddies to choir boys.
Okay, to be fair, though, Squidward getting tortured, that was even a thing in the Golden Age. Like, remember jellyfishing? Firmly grasp it! Like, it wouldn't be the first time Squidward ends up getting crippled. Jokingly so, relatively speaking.
Those episodes do what Good Neighbors did, but do them far, far worse. Personally,
Really?
when I was getting into SpongeBob fandom, it kind of baffled me because I've never had too much ire for this episode here. I never liked it, but it wasn't god tier bad. I did put it on my worst Squidward list, but it was lower.
Like, yeah, a lot of the episode, in retrospect, it is very frustrating. SpongeBob and Patrick's behavior is very frustrating. And they don't really, other than Squidward yelling at them that one time, "No, you're the worst neighbors ever! Stop calling me president!" Or however it went down and however it was said in English. Like, I don't know. It's a little conflicting, but yeah, I can see why people dislike it.
Or down, and I put it on that list largely due to obligation, due to its placement in the fandom.
I mean, Swamp, what did he do to have Patrick impale his hand with a jellyfish net?
Even as a kid, I don't really think I processed what I was watching while the episode was new.
Yeah, me neither, to be honest. Like, the whole security system not attacking SpongeBob and Patrick, it going haywire when you spill the cake on it, like, a lot of this episode doesn't make enough sense. It doesn't have to make too much sense, but it still doesn't make enough sense.
I think I was more hung up on the fact that they were getting Sundays off, when the premise of an entire other episode was that they didn't get Sundays off. Of course, there's another episode in the pre-movie season where it's all about SpongeBob's Sunday off. The show cannot be consistent ever.
Yeah, screw continuity, I guess.
I think the reason why
But like I said, pointless comedy, you're not meant to take those elements too seriously, but yeah, a little consistency would be appreciated.
I have a hard time feeling much about this episode in either way. It's because Good Neighbors completely lacks an identity. It is just a Squidward torture episode, and there's nothing special about it
I'm even having a hard time finding visually interesting clips just because there aren't any, really.
At all. It's not good, but as I made it
I mean, you could get footage of the Squidward house attacking town, but maybe that's pushing it.
Clear in the past, there are dozens of other episodes that fail in this exact same way. The infamous security system taking over Squidward's house is the most memorable part of the episode.
Yeah.
It's really the only thing unique that happens.
Just because of that, it's put on the villains wiki? Are you kidding me, internet?
Within it. And even then, there are a ton of other SpongeBob episodes involving robots malfunctioning. Any other trait that Good Neighbors has just gets lost in the shuffle after hundreds of other episodes. Another thing that would be memorable is SpongeBob and Patrick wear these fezzes for the Good Neighbor Lodge.
Yeah.
And in my memory, I'm constantly getting them mixed up with the headwear that everyone was wearing in the episode Cephalopod Lodge.
That might be a stretch. Like, nah, that's a stretch.
Even though those hats are way better. I think it's the color. So, I'm making it sound like a pretty mediocre episode.
Yeah.
But people did lose.
Because it did feel that way. Nothing too crazy, but nothing too horrible either. At least that's how I perceived it as a kid.
Their minds over this one. Why? Well, because it was the first bad episode. Karate Island and Best Day Ever were both hated in Season 4, but that was more for their context than their content. If you take them in a vacuum, they're perfectly serviceable, okay episodes.
Okay.
And before Good Neighbors,
no pun intended,
even the most forgettable episodes in the first 3 seasons had their defenders. Good Neighbors was the very first episode of the entire show that pretty much everyone universally agreed with was a total miss. And unfortunately for everyone, it wouldn't be the only major miss. I'm tempted to say that this episode is so hated because it created a formula that later episodes would follow on top of, but that isn't true either. The original seasons had episodes like Jellyfishing or Club SpongeBob, where the main point
Yeah.
of those episodes was
Us
torment
screwing over Squidward. Yeah, that's exactly what I said a few minutes ago.
Neighbors was clearly trying to follow a formula, and I can see where it came from with that perspective. Take a look back at jellyfishing, the first example of this. Squidward didn't really do anything to deserve all the torment that SpongeBob and Patrick
Yeah, spilling the soup on him, and like I said, firmly grasp it!
to him through their stupidity. And yet that episode, at least at the time, was pretty well loved.
Yeah.
Even more recently,
Like I said, there's only one single episode from the first 3 seasons that I actively dislike.
Crane aired just a few episodes prior to Good Neighbors, and that's considered one of the best episodes of season 4. I could see where the
Okay, to be fair though, the Crane game, or whatever it was called, I thought it was a really fun episode as a kid. Close your eyes, follow the crane.
creators were coming from with this episode, which I can't for some of the other ones we'll be talking
It has been so long since I've actually played a Crane game, guys. I don't know, it's been a hot minute since I've been to an arcade.
about. Getting punched around by life is, well, kind of the point of Squidward as a character, which is a direct contrast to SpongeBob, who's constantly optimistic no matter what. And even going through the wider context of the time, this episode came out at the same time as Drake and Josh,
Oh.
which was super popular despite being a mean, sadist show where nothing went right for the main characters,
That is a hot take and a half.
even if they did nothing wrong. It's also on the same network that aired Cat Dog, which honestly is probably one of the meanest shows ever made.
Kinda.
Aimed directly at kids. And Cat Dog was pretty well liked, if I remember, until people
Yeah.
on social media began reflecting on it. Of course, the difference here is that SpongeBob isn't a mean show.
And it's still going, by the way.
Or at least, it's not supposed to be a mean
It's mean. It's not mean, except when it is.
show. We do have Plankton, who is self-admittedly evil, but he's
Who
ineffective.
knew a comedy being funny could excuse a lot of stuff? Exactly, Erica. Like, if you're being funny, if you get it across that you're not meant to be taken seriously, and usually you can achieve that by being genuinely funny, yeah, it's easy to overlook a lot of stuff.
And his main conquest is stealing a fast food recipe.
Mouth, you mediocre clarinet player. Mediocre? the way you delivered that line, it still lives in my head rent free. Mediocre? Plankton literally gave Squidward more plays for his clarinet playing than anyone else in Bikini Bottom, other than SpongeBob. Come to think of it, he's right, because usually the general consensus in the narrative is that Squidward does not know how to play the clarinet. Like, everyone thinks he sucks, everyone wants him to stop, everyone boos at him every time he tries. So I guess calling him mediocre would be a compliment.
Mediocre?
I can't tell you. That's the beauty of this one shot. You can't tell if he's legitimately insulted or legitimately flattered.
Mediocre?
Mediocre? Oh, Squidward.
And when things got even
Yeah, fair enough, Nick, but there was definitely times where it wasn't.
slightly cruel in the pre-movie seasons,
And this is coming from someone who's watched all 4
the
seasons.
show portrayed it as such. Something that didn't really belong here and needed to be corrected. Before this episode, the show didn't really punish characters who simply wanted to be left alone, beyond a quick gag that wasn't allowed to sink in. Jellyfishing being the prime exception, but
Yeah.
super early on. And the show
Super early on, and I hate to play this excuse again, but this episode's funny. Heck, I've said it once, I'll say it again. There's at least one bit in the first 3 seasons of SpongeBob that legitimately gets good laughs out of me. At least one bit. Maybe more than that, and this is no exception.
show's first 10 episodes. The sad thing about the security system, despite being how memorable it is, when you watch it within the episode, it just feels nonsensical. Like, it communicates to me that the writers had no idea.
In context, it does make sense for the house to attack Squidward. It doesn't make sense for it to attack the city. Okay, to be fair, he did get the whole system for free, so there was meant to be some drawbacks, but yeah, I doubt this is what anyone had in mind. So yeah, it still doesn't check out.
How to end the story, and just had something completely random and out of nowhere happen as a grand finale. It's classic and then writing, when you should always strive to have because writing. Because when you write a story like this, it has pieces feel just completely disjointed.
Yeah.
I will say though, one moment that I really did like was Squidward yelling at Patrick and SpongeBob.
We aren't good now.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what I remember the most about this episode, and I haven't seen it since I was a kid.
Neighbors after all.
No, you're not!
You're horrible neighbors!
It It offers a bit of
They really needed to hear it, because holy crap, man.
catharsis that a lot of these other Squidward torture episodes just don't. I'm of two minds on this one. The episode, I think, is middling. It's never going to be one that I'm going to personally scream at a lot. And I can agree that it is absolutely the worst episode up to that point of the show.
Uh-huh.
The only one that comes close is Party Pooper Pants, and that one had twice as long to get there. Nothing ever goes right for Squidward in this episode.
Spoilers, stir. I mean, to be fair, I kind of saw it coming, but still, spoilers.
But ever since Good Neighbors, I've seen the guy get beaten, eaten, and calamaried. In this episode,
Calamar. Oh, wait, that's oh, he's being literal.
he only suffers physical pain like
I don't know why I forgot for a moment that Squidward is literally a squid.
3 times. This was before the rot of the middle seasons truly started to sink in.
Uh-huh.
Like I said, any of its traits I just tend to confuse with other episodes, meaning I don't really think it's an episode worth getting angry at. But at the same time, I could totally understand why it was the basis of so many rants at the time. It wasn't just a bad episode. It was the first one.
Yeah.
The first one that really showed
The first of many. Hail Hydra. No, sorry.
that something was off.
Did I just literally quote a Nazi? Oh my gosh, what is with me?
With the show. And you gotta give firsts
I guess I did not see that coming. Okay, I'll stop.
their respect. Whatever that means. When you take Good Neighbors in a vacuum, there is a reason that all of these rants look totally ridiculous today. Let me put it this way. We all know about the meme about this episode.
Security system.
That came from a video that was made in 2014.
Yeah, I have no idea who this is. So, can I get some context, please?
And it blended in perfectly for 6 years. Before some random guy clipped.
Which is worse, Mr. Krabs selling SpongeBob's soul for 62 cents, or him firing SpongeBob to save a nickel and SpongeBob You're Fired? Actually, sir, I don't think I've ever seen SpongeBob You're Fired, so I can't really answer that question impartially.
In 2020. Yes, really, that's the backstory here. People seriously gotta look and see when a video or clip was actually uploaded, and stop reacting to decade-old videos like they were posted.
Wait, Nick, he's a... Am I crazy, or does he not have 4 legs? He has 4 legs and 2 arms. Is he not... Wait, what? Okay, Nick, you're confusing me.
Last week. I've noticed that...
Hold on. You know what? Let me look into it, actually. No. I can't leave that open-ended. Hold on. Show me the full design. Yeah, he has 6 limbs. Don't squids have 6? Aren't octopuses known for 8 limbs? I mean, what do you mean he's an octopus? Why is he what? Is my life a lie? I love the fact that I just Googled Squidward and this is the second image I get. That isn't just a render of him. Alright, moving on.
To be quite the problem here on YouTube. Good Neighbors was hated before a lot of the SpongeBob ranters were on the scene.
Yeah.
Me included.
Okay, to be fair though, it did drop in like what? 2005, 2006? That was not even a year into YouTube's existence.
The same cannot
What does that tell you?
be said for SpongeBob You're Fired. It came out at the worst possible time, when all of these ranters were getting going.
Yeah, honestly, so that would not have a ring to it. So, even if it was true that he was an octopus, which I'm kind of doubting.
I got to see this one
I
on
don't know.
premiere day. In fact, I think this may have been one of the first new bad episodes that came out after I started reviewing bad SpongeBob episodes.
Really?
It's definitely the first major bad episode anyway. SpongeBob You're Fired was to be one of the big specials of Season 9.
Really?
I say one of. Season 9 of
I'm saying really a lot, aren't I?
SpongeBob is interesting. It was slated to have as many episodes as previous seasons.
Okay.
26 or 49 segments total. And while it took Season 8 only 1 year to get all
He's an octopus because they couldn't think of a good name for him? That's it? Just... He only has squid in his name because it actually rolls off the tongue, not because... My life is a lie. My life is a lie.
of its episodes out, it took Season 9 5 years to do the same.
Oh.
From 2012 to 2017. Which, as far as I'm aware, is one of the longest times it's taken for any season of a Western cartoon to complete.
Seasons in production, not with less delay. Oh.
The show's main production took a backseat while the second movie, Sponge Out of Water, was being worked on. So we only got a few episodes for most of those 5 years. Literally 2 episodes aired in 2014. And
Eesh. I don't know. I'm really not speaking from experience, guys, but wow. After the first 3 seasons, it must have been difficult being a SpongeBob fan or someone who actually watches the show devotedly, which I don't know I don't know a single person who unapologetically does.
One of them was a half segment. Of course, Nickelodeon being Nickelodeon, they still advertised the hell out of what they had.
In the great history of the Krusty Krab, one employee has made the dishes cleaner,
Uh-huh.
shinier, the patties crabbier. But this one,
You know, there's one thing that definitely surprises me out of all of this is that content creators like Mr. Enter, they can still manage to find the promotional material for these episodes. Like the footage itself, I mean, you could pretty much get it out of any streaming platform and record it, but the promotional material, that's really hard to come by, so respect. I don't know how much of a hustle it took, but respect.
you're fired.
I mean, it wasn't a new habit. Way back in the day, they made the episode where SpongeBob got round pants seem like a very special episode. Yes,
It really wasn't. No, I do remember the promo material for that. It really wasn't.
really. From Great Patty Caper to Ghoul Fools, the network has a habit of turning relatively typical episodes into spectacles.
Uh-huh.
The biggest event of them all was SpongeBob getting fired. Yes,
Uh-huh.
now, like The Simpsons getting divorced.
Yeah.
There's a reason that this was the most watched
I guess in the context of the show itself, yeah, that would be some pretty huge ratings bait, for lack of a better term.
episode of season 9, with 5.19 million viewers.
Holy crap. Holy crap. Just that one episode over 5 million views, bro. This show really was making bank, for better or worse. Like, compare that to any Loud House episode, even from the first couple of seasons.
About a quarter of which watched my review on it, so you could tell where its reputation was.
Ew.
Why
Oh, that is such a gross thumbnail, but
was this episode so hated? Well, it was the first new SpongeBob episode in an entire month, airing November 11th, 2013. If you don't count Don't Look Now and Seance Smayance,
Uh-huh.
we weren't getting any new SpongeBob since the previous spring.
Okay, to be fair though, like I said, is there a single person who watches SpongeBob devotedly actually thinks to themselves, oh my gosh, when's the next SpongeBob episode? What's actually gonna happen next? Like, there's no continuity. It's so episodic to where you don't really feel invested with a particular character or anything along those lines. Know what I mean?
Over 6 months. The season 9 hiatuses were probably the worst time for the SpongeBob fandom at large. Not the show, mind you, but the fandom. If a show is producing crap,
Like, honestly, is this fandom, quote unquote, really worth taking seriously? It feels like it's mostly just mindless children who don't even have internet access.
you can still defend it. You can still enjoy it. When a show is producing nothing at all,
Yeah.
then two things tend to happen. Number one, people get more extreme in their opinions of what already existed. Season 1 to 3,
Or they just pay more attention to it. Although I guess some people do get more extreme about it. Although I think that's a bit of an exaggeration.
good, 4 to 8, bad. And number two, people get much more critical of what does come out. We got nothing for 6 months. You better not give us an episode where nothing happens.
Does anything ever actually happen though? That's, like I said, SpongeBob in general is pretty, I don't know if this is the correct term to describe it, but it's pretty low stakes overall. Like I said, very episodic to where there's really nothing to be invested in overall.
On one level, I can understand them making a weaker episode while the big project was going on. The
Uh-huh.
movie was obviously the priority. But at the same time, the episode SpongeBob You're Fired seemed
You know what, Swamp? You know what? That's a really good note to go on, because the Krusty Krab training video, I think okay, you know what? I've said it once, I'll say it again. 1 through 3, seasons 1 through 3, pure gold. Still gold. I stand by that. I don't care how cold of a take it is. I stand by that. With one exception, like I said.
to be filled with so much filler and has so little effort within it. It becomes a question of
Like, bro, it's SpongeBob. Practically everything is filler. Know what I mean?
why you
I guess that's a better way to describe it. It's freaking SpongeBob. Practically everything is filler.
wasted your already limited time on it.
Like, there's no continuing plot, there's no cohesion, there's no overarching story arc. Like, just enjoy it if it's there, and if it doesn't, well, hey, feel free to criticize it and make videos about it. That's what I kind of do.
Of the 23 minutes of this episode, SpongeBob is making a Krabby Patty for the first 3 of them. And while it is thematically important to the episode, it doesn't need to go on longer than it took to make hundreds of patties in Help Wanted. The pacing in this episode is simply dead. Every scene in it goes on forever. It takes until minute 6 before the first scene.
Okay, what season was this episode from again? Did he say season 9? Are you really surprised by that at this point? Like, that's the problem with any show that goes on for maybe more than 5 or 6 seasons. A lot longer than what they ever needed to. The ideas, the themes, the elements, what the character is known for, it just becomes painfully redundant, even at the best of times, especially at the best of times.
Ends. The whole episode feels like chewed up bubblegum. One of the major conflicts of the episode is that SpongeBob can only make Krabby Patties, which was the conflict in
Okay, to be fair, that gag was actually really funny. Like, he gets, like, there's some sort of chef exchange, and SpongeBob is working at a fancy restaurant, and no matter what he does, even if he throws stuff into an oven or uses a pot, like, everything that pops out of it is just a Krabby Patty. I thought that was pretty funny.
episode, The Big Switch.
Or maybe I was just too young to understand know any better.
And I know it's not the greatest, most memorable episode, but I haven't seen it in 15 years, and I still remember what happened in that episode.
Yeah, so do I.
Jokes about Mr. Krabs' cooking failures a lot better in the pre-movie seasons. The
Uh-huh.
scene where SpongeBob works at another restaurant happens 3 times in a row, and I get...
4? Is it a half-hour special? Because, yeah, that would get really repetitive.
The rule of...
Same reason I have a problem with Kings of the Con, guys. Just because the first 15 minutes or so, it's pretty formulaic. Lots show up at the con, Lincoln and Clyde screw up, one of their sisters compensate, but they're still in bad standing with the judges. Rinse and repeat for like 4 occasions, and then we're at the halfway point.
3s I really do, but like, it's not a joke. It's just literally the same thing.
Yeah.
The exact same thing. Going from tacos to pizza doesn't change the joke.
Yeah, it was a lot. This gag was a lot more invented in that other episode.
It's like you told me the same joke 3 times and expected me to laugh each and every time.
Guys, was that restaurant literally called
Change the joke. It's like you told
Taco Sombrero? I would be upset that's Casa Grande's level of stereotypical, but at the same time, again, it's SpongeBob. I'm not meant to take it too seriously.
me the same joke 3 times and expecting me to laugh each and every time. When the first round wasn't funny at all. I could nitpick this episode all day, really, and I've done that in the past. From Sandy's weird, unethical experiments to the logistics of the premise. Like, everyone points out, the concept of the episode is absurd in a way that's not actually funny. Mr. Krabs firing SpongeBob to make a nickel.
Just to save on a nickel. Like, we know he's a cheapskate, but... And I hate to put this so vaguely, guys, but at a certain point, you just think to yourself, no, I can no longer suspend my disbelief. This is stupid. This is stupid, and it's not even funny.
No sense. Because it'd be like me not making...
Like, I don't know. I guess it just really depends on individual preference, but yeah, I can see why a lot of people would draw the line there specifically.
Any YouTube videos to save money. SpongeBob is the...
I know, Erica. Yeah, that YouTube captions be like that.
Why Mr. Krabs makes money at all. It'd be one thing if they made a joke out of it, pointed it out, but they don't. It's like a legitimate plot point. Or a statement that Mr. Krabs is being greedy. Yeah, it doesn't matter how many times I'm gonna watch
Even though they pretty much already emphasized that in Born Again Krabs. Sold a man's soul for 62 cents. 13 times what he was doing by firing his best employee. Like, realistically, it just doesn't check out. It's really not that funny. It's repetitive. And by extension, it gets really boring. Like, yeah. Just, again, another problem with a show just going on for a lot longer than what it needed to. And even all these years later, Nickelodeon still doesn't get a freaking clue. Like, would it be so crazy to be in favor of the idea that let SpongeBob end every now and again, sure, a movie, and keep using him in Nickelodeon's overall marketing, but the show alone just has no business doing anything anymore, does it?
Watch this episode, no matter how much time passes. I think of all of the SpongeBob episodes I'll ever talk about, this one I don't think will ever be forgiven.
More lazy and poorly paced? Yeah, I'll bet. I mean, I haven't seen the episode for myself, but I have no reason to not take people's word for it.
What it does.
Just because negative opinions on this episode are just so common, if nothing else.
I want to say that the hate around this one is completely warranted, but this is also one of those fun few episodes that managed to attract controversy from like actual established news programs.
Wait, what? Why would Business Insider write a headline on a... I don't know what I'm more baffled by, but I'm just gonna let him keep talking. Blah, blah, blah. I can't find direct sources, unfortunately. They've been scrubbed. Trust me, though, it actually happened. I was like, oh, okay, this headline is fake. Okay, never mind. But apparently, it's not inaccurate. It's good enough satire, I guess.
Idiots at Fox News thought that it was glorifying unemployment. And let me be very clear.
Wait, what?
This episode isn't glorifying anything. It doesn't put
Is-
any effort to glorify anything.
It's just being stupid. It's glorifying stupidity, if nothing
As
else.
such, it is to this day one of the most hated episodes of all time. Like, some people say that this episode is worse than Truth or Square. I wouldn't go that far, but this is one episode I can
Ironically, I do remember buying the DVD for Truth and Square, and I just thought the episode was kind of boring.
understand fans getting
Not much of anything
a
else.
rotter out of SpongeBob about. Even
Actually, I didn't buy it. I rented it on Redbox, if y'all know what that is. My American viewers out there, if you know what Redbox is, then you know what I'm talking about. Go to the box, rent a DVD for $1, and you return it the next day. That's it.
as people have by and large chilled out about this kind of thing. I think I have to reiterate, this was one of 3 episodes in late 2013. And the last episode before you only got 2 shiny new ones the next year. It
Really?
wasn't until autumn of 2015, 2 years later, that SpongeBob would return to a relatively normal
Okay. With this kind of context, yeah, I'm all the more grateful I was never invested, quote unquote, with SpongeBob past the first couple seasons, because was there anything to be invested in the first place? You only got like 2 episodes per year.
And when you leave this as the only thing that people are able to talk about for months and months, unless it's the second coming of the first movie, yeah, this one is going to live in infamy.
Oh my gosh, Erica, yeah, I probably just triggered a core memory in you, haven't I? Yeah, it has been. Is Redbox still a thing in the US, guys? Because I remember about a year ago, I did see it around. Like, there was a Redbox kiosk in front of a 7-Eleven, but that's the last time I ever saw it. I want to say 2 years ago? I don't know, it's been a while.
Since Nickelodeon did hype this one up. Judgment here, the episode is bad and the context just makes it worse. Terrible episode.
Yeah,
Next.
fair.
And now we get to the episode that inspired this.
Oh, boy. Yeah. I do vividly remember this episode from back in the day.
Scary. If you were in the SpongeBob fandom at the start of the 2010s, you know that this episode was particularly infamous. It was considered one of the darkest, cruelest episodes of the entire SpongeBob set.
Yeah?
If there was a top 10 worst SpongeBob episodes list, 99% of the time, a pal for Gary would be there and it would be high up. The only list that it didn't seem to make are ones where Pet Sitter Pat bounded to the lead, for largely doing exactly what a pal for Gary did in the first place.
Yeah, animal cruelty. It's really that simple.
It's one of the most hated episodes of the show's entire run.
I rented Turbo on Redbox once and never returned it. Well, Nick, you might want to check your credit card then. Whatever credit card you use there, you might want to check it. Or maybe Redbox shut down? I don't know, man.
And for the longest time, I couldn't imagine anyone liking it. Most people in the fandom didn't. Then I watched this video from the Nostalgia Critic.
Ew. Oh my god, I forgot. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that visual. Ugh.
He watched the episode and reacted to it. And he loved it, which, you know, threw
Really?
me in a bit of a loop. Especially
That's
one
surprising.
he reacted to.
You put Fluffy down right now. Bad boy Gary. Bad.
Like, Doug
What?
laughed out loud at that moment. Of course, he is self-admittedly not too familiar with the show. He
Do you need to be to understand that there's no irony there?
says that he didn't
There's no irony to appreciate there? I don't know, man.
grow up with it in the video itself. So it wasn't entirely surprising that he had a different reaction than the fandom did at large. Of course, it does become entirely surprising
Like, that's the thing, Nick. For every day that it's late, you get charged an extra $1.
when you're looking at a lot of the comments from people who are more in the fandom that actually
The company that owned it filed for bankruptcy and everything was, oh my gosh, that's so sad. Oh. Oh, that actually makes me kind of sad. I'm not gonna lie.
said that they
I mean, it's not like I use it every day, but there's plenty of movies that I watched because of it. Monsters vs. Aliens, SpongeBob Truth or Square. Let's see, what else did I rent? Alice in Wonderland. Okay, to be fair, that movie's not really good, but still, good chunk of my childhood, if nothing else.
did like the episode. Of course, a lot of them were just as surprised as I was that Doug liked the episode, but a lot of people said that they themselves liked A Pal for Gary. And it
Why?
was a mystery that I just had to solve.
Wait, should I add that to the counter? You know what? I probably should. Why? Just why?
Why might someone like A Pal for Gary? For starters, SpongeBob had a lot of dark episodes in his history, even in the earlier seasons. But as the show would go on,
Yeah, remember in season 2 where they tried to cover up a murder? Tells you everything you need to know.
it would delve into a lot of these dark episodes with darker subject matter that would cause the characters to break into sociopathic ways, from Force Meal to Demolition Doofus. And by and large, a lot of these were very hated, because as I stated with Good Neighbors, SpongeBob wasn't usually a mean show. They almost always felt out of place.
You know, honestly, at times, it feels like it's just saying, oh, I'm not mean, I'm just trying to be funny. You're still being mean, though.
However, to tell you the truth,
Like, is it just me, or is there something of a parallel to an abusive relationship there?
these darker episodes didn't always not work. Squid's Visit is another episode that's picked on for its quote-unquote out-of-place darker tone. I even gave it an animated atrocities review, but
Really?
honestly, in hindsight, I don't think it's a bad episode at all. I actually kind of admire how much that episode went to establish and utilize its concept. How well it actually built an unsettling tone, and just how committed it really was to the whole thing. It's an episode that intended to do something.
Yeah, I have no idea what this episode is about, so I'm just gonna let him keep yapping and not say anything.
Intention wasn't bad, and it pulled off its intention, just in a different way that a lot of other SpongeBob episodes do. Like,
Okay.
let me put it this way. If it was an established Halloween special or something like that, I don't think that
Did it drop around October, though?
anyone would complain about Squid's Visit. So I tried to bring that logic here. Some things to a pal for Gary's defense. Number one, this is a common stock plot in cartoons. The new pet...
Yeah, new pet gets jealous of the old one, they get into a fight, the new one gets, like, think new Brian and Family Guy, or this little guy from Courage, I forgot his name.
Or the new baby sibling or whatever, moving in and causing trouble for the old guard. It's something that's cropped up...
Like, that's basically the whole premise of the first Rugrats movie. Dill is born, Tommy is jealous, Dill gets all the attention, even though he's so much of a troublemaker, even though he's just a 2-month-old at the moment, or 1-month-old? I don't know.
A lot over the years, and most long-running cartoons will use this at least once. Of course, it's one that isn't used as much these days, because it's very mean by default.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about this guy from Foster's. I hated him. I still do.
And as I've said in other videos, as time has gone on...
Like, bro, why you gotta do Eduardo like that? Like, screw you, bozo.
Audiences, at least animation audiences, have tolerated mean less and less and less.
Okay, I will say this though, guys. Like, I know I yap a lot about how many times these networks have tried to represent Mexicans, and most of the time they really screw it up. But Eduardo from Foster's is probably the rare time where they freaking nailed it. Because there's actually a basis for his broken Spanish. Because when he was imagined into existence, it was just a little Latina girl who barely spoke English. Like, perfect! Yes! Sign me up! And honestly, Eduardo's actually really funny. Yo no ser monstro! Like, I don't know, man. Eduardo was just freaking hilarious growing up, and I still stand by that. I've seen a couple tidbits of him nowadays, but I still stand by that. He has representation done right. I freaking love Eduardo from Foster's.
And now, saying that it's a stock plot would be a bit of a criticism. However, this episode does a very interesting twist on it, turning the monstrous new...
An exact replica of Squidward's house? How does that... Do I want to know how that came to be? Probably not.
...newcomer into a literal monster. Honestly, it's quite clever. While I can't say that it's never been done before, it is a new twist. It at least feels new. And it has to be said, there was a lot of effort put into designing Puffy Fluffy. This is another way that it's better than Pet Sitter Pat. That episode just...
I guess visually it's an interesting plot device. Fluffy Puffy, whatever you want to call it.
Said Patrick being worst Patrick. Designed a completely new creature.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie though. Something about seeing Patrick with a flamethrower and that whole mask, I don't know if there's a proper name for it. I don't know. I think it's kind of hilarious, just visually speaking.
Several forms of it, based on an actual sea creature.
Gosh, it's horrifying.
And honestly, the designers went above and beyond for...
Like I said, interesting design, but does it have any business being in SpongeBob? I don't know.
Keep in mind, in the previous season, the show was recycling animation loops because their budget was stretched to hell and back. Taking this episode as intentional horror does make some of the problems more excusable.
I mean, it's not like I really have a choice of taking it intentionally or not. The fact that one look at it, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is terrifying. This is for a kid show? Like, you really gotta draw the line somewhere, man.
Not non-existent.
I guess it just depends on the individual viewer, but in my experiences, no, that's just get it out of my face. It's not fun to look at. At least in this context.
But more understandable. The no one believing about the thing that wants to kill you is a very common monster trope.
Probably, Swamp.
And to be as absolutely fair as I can, it's not like Gary has never risked death on the show before. He nearly got eaten in Have You Seen the Snail? And that's an episode that everyone seems to love. However, the big sticking point...
Okay, to be fair though, at the very least it's somewhat subtle with the idea that the old lady eats snails.
Is SpongeBob
Like, yeah, you see the empty snail carcasses, but you don't see the snail bodies themselves.
not realizing
Like, there's nothing too graphic on screen other than empty snail shells.
that Gary is being eaten and going out of the way to scold him and basically punish him for everything that's transpired.
Like, yeah, even with how naive SpongeBob is sometimes, it just felt a little unrealistic, even for him.
It was clearly meant to be a joke, but the joke is clearly not funny after all of that suffering. And when I can pin so many of my problems with an episode on one moment, I have to wonder, how would this episode have played out if it wasn't for the ending? Like, if SpongeBob realized what was wrong here and then.
Yeah. Oh, Fluffy Puffy is a monster. I'm sorry for doubting you, Gary. Like, honestly, this is one of those times where I would have rather had the more cliche ending, as crazy as that might sound.
Or even if he didn't and somebody else called him out on it, how would the episode feel in hindsight?
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
I get why they did what they did at the ending here. This is a comedy, and comedy comes from subverted expectations, but...
Except it has to be funny, though. That's the thing, though. Comedy, you can subvert expectations all you want. If you're not being funny, then it's not comedy. So, what then? Now you just look stupid.
But that only works if it doesn't go beyond any sense of believability.
That too.
You do that, it feels more insulting than anything.
Exactly. Okay, you know what? He worded it better than I did, if I'm being honest.
Where characters just get tortured mercilessly, day in and day out, like Stressed Eric or, again, Cat Dog. I could see an ending like this working to some degree. SpongeBob was kind of heading this way in Season 7, but you can't really make that work when this is a show that gave us the super serious conflict of things like ripping your pants.
Bro, this lifeguard, this one shot of the lifeguard just giving that expression, it still lives in... This shot is from 1999, guys, and it still lives in my head. It still lives. We're in 2026. 27 years later, it still lives in my head. Although to be fair, I'm not that. Never mind.
I would say that no one would have a problem with the episode if SpongeBob had an "Oh God, what have I done" moment. But I do legitimately wonder if SpongeBob actually realized what was going on right here and completely turned around. Would you personally have a problem with this episode?
I would have less of a problem with it. Like, yeah, it's a little cliche, but at the same time, like I've said before, guys. Just because you might know how a story ends, it doesn't make it a bad story.
Because being 100% honest...
Like, there's a certain point when it comes to formulas where you can just deal with what you expect and nothing, you can't really make much out of it.
I don't know if I would...
For better or worse.
Yeah, the rest of the episode torments Gary a lot, but that's what conflict is. What any story, comedy or otherwise, actually needs. The problem that this episode suffers from is that the payoff needs to be worth the conflict.
Exactly.
When the payoff is more misery, it's not worth the conflict. If a character like Plankton...
Like, look at Gary here. He spends the last, 5 minutes, 6 minutes of the episode just being genuinely terrified. Like, you feel really bad for Gary to where this attempt at subversion, it's insulting.
In this position,
it's insulting to the little guy. Like, he's so adorable. Gary's always been so innocent, so helpful, so occasionally sarcastic. Like, he especially serves as a nice contrast to SpongeBob, but this was definitely too much.
A lot of this would be so much more understandable, as we like to see bad characters get punished. We'll talk about One Course Meal another day, but Gary is just a cat. Snail. He's
whatever.
An animal. And at this point in the series, he didn't really have enough of a personality to make the audience see anything other than that.
But he's still... Wait, didn't have you seen the snail already air at this point? You do have something of a you do have something of a personality.
This was years after Sleepy Time and years before Chatterbox Gary. I still say it's a bad episode.
Yeah.
Because it's
even when you don't take that into account, it still sucks. You still feel for Gary.
The defining moment is so bad. But that being said, I don't know if I can call an episode...
Yeah, I used to use it on Discord, Nick. And I think also... Did I also use it on my YouTube account? I don't think I did.
With only one major problem.
I think it's still my Twitter icon, if I remember correctly.
The worst of the worst.
Come to think of it, when's the last time I did change it?
For reevaluation, I'd probably put this in the house fancy category for me. If it just wasn't for that one stupid moment, you know? There are plenty of other SpongeBob episodes that I could have talked about today, and if this video goes well enough, there are plenty that we will be talking about.
Seems like it is going well enough. 50K views, homie?
I need to get content out at some point.
Okay, 48K, but you know what I mean.
These episodes and a lot more from SpongeBob's awkward adolescence will be reevaluated as time goes on.
That's such a funny way of wording it. SpongeBob's awkward adolescence.
As people who grew up with these episodes get more nostalgic for them. Throughout my time on the internet, I have seen people come around.
I mean, that's the thing though. Is nostalgia really warranted when the medium in question objectively sucks? Probably.
Season 4 and
I mean, there's a reason people still talk about the first Space Jam movie, even though it objectively sucks. I still enjoy it, but it objectively sucks as a movie.
even season 5 to an extent. Are seasons 6 and 7 right behind? Maybe. Probably not. But I wouldn't be too surprised if people start saying that season 8 is where the recovery started, with episodes like Planet of the Jellyfish or Hello Bikini Bottom. I think as people get more nostalgic for the late 2000s, people are going to be looking back at these seasons as a whole a little bit more fonder.
Or, hear me out, we can just keep making memes of seasons 1 through 3, and nobody will hold it against you. Because that's basically what I've been doing, guys. I have paid little to no attention to the modern seasons of SpongeBob, or really a lot of it before that. But seasons 1 through 3, you show me a meme, and I'm probably gonna laugh. Like, if you make a reference to the first 3 seasons, yeah, I'm probably gonna know exactly what you're talking about, and I'm just gonna keep encouraging it.
Especially with where SpongeBob is today. For all of the faults of season 6 through 8, I do want to give them their flowers that they're still recognizably SpongeBob, at least compared to the more modern
Hey, yo, what was that shot?
episodes, like fun, believable. With so many
Yeah, I have no idea what this episode is.
these new concepts, I really don't know what I'm looking at here.
What was that?
Loose concepts were a lot within it, but there really is a
You know what? Modern SpongeBob and uncomfortable imagery. You know what? It's bread and butter at this point.
definitive SpongeBob feel. And a lot of these newer episodes go far beyond that, where whether they're good or bad, they simply don't.
I mean, Erica, just because it does come to mind, it doesn't mean it's worth remembering, if that makes any sense.
Feel like SpongeBob. Some of these episodes get more out there than even the Patrick Star spin-off. And it makes me wonder why you even have the Patrick Star spin-off when you're doing this with the main show.
That's a really good question that Nickelodeon probably can't answer.
Then again, who knows? I still need to look more thoroughly at seasons 14, 15, and oh fuck, we're on season 16 now. Although I know that I'm not alone into not being really into the new stuff. I've heard a lot of complaints about them, even beyond the wacky faces syndrome. But I think if there's a lesson to be learned here, we should try to be fair and examine things from every angle. Who knows what we'll be saying about them explaining the idiot box in 10 years' time. By the way,
Imagination.
Blair, this wasn't actually the next video you were all supposed to see. I spent all of
Wait, what?
March making this super complicated video timelining all of the Disney films. I'm not showing any footage here because that video got super blocked.
Oh,
I
yeah,
edited it
okay.
away to avoid all
So I'm guessing he had to re-upload it at least once or twice.
the computers, but without fail, it would get detected for every single film that I used footage of in the video.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, guys. This makes me a little dreadful for my upcoming Gravity Falls video. Not gonna lie.
Even something like Mulan 2, which is on screen for like 2 seconds. It is the worst copyright shit that I've had to deal with in years.
Like, honestly, it's a freaking miracle that I've not gotten a single copyright claim with any of my video reviews. Like, none of the Loud House episodes, not the Mario Galaxy review, not the K-pop Demon Hunters review, none of it. I guess it really is just Disney. I don't know, man.
And I'm fairly sure that YouTube's new AIs have something to do with it. You will see that video eventually. I am fighting it. Just letting you know it'll probably take a while.
So it did get uploaded by the looks of it, and maybe with no copyright claims, but the fact of the matter is, guys, yeah, this video is almost an hour long. We're not gonna get through all of it by the end of the day. And also, I want to play some Odyssey. I want to play some Mario Odyssey. Or maybe finish it? I don't know. Apparently we're at the Bowser Kingdom? I don't know. A lot went down, guys. But with that being said, I'm going to go refill my thermos, set up my Switch, take a bit of a break, and I encourage you guys to do the same. Or at least when it comes to taking a break. I'll be right back. Okay.
Super Mario Odyssey! Uh-oh, blowing the beaver. Uh-oh, blowing the beaver.
just one can die. Oh, Chad. Who's on Dylan's ass?
And on this. Sweetheart? Sweetheart? Daddy phone. Daddy phone. Sweetheart? Daddy phone. Daddy phone. Callie your tart. Callie your tart. And on this. Callie your tart. Callie your tart. Callie your tart.
You want to get them lost on the dog. Oh, you and just never die. Holy yes.
Chat, has my mic been muted this whole time? And nobody bothered telling me? How long have I been talking to myself there? Chat, I really want to look back at the VOD and find out, but at the same time, I feel like it'd be too embarrassing for its own good. Moving on. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little more disheartened than I am amused with the notion. When's the last time I unmuted the mic, now that I think about it? Swamp, I mean, did someone mention it in chat, or am I being dumb? Probably both. Probably both. You know what? I don't want... That's embarrassing. Okay, moving on. Moving on. Bring in the other one. Come to think of it, why didn't they just attack me both at once? Yep, the wind's almost here. Keep the boss is getting ready to keep up ahead. You two can scram, because you're definitely not invited. Alright. So... I'm guessing I have to throw the bomb back at her? Or those. Okay, simple enough. Alright, I get it, you're crazy. Okay, I gotta hit the bombs to minimize it, to get myself more space. Fair enough. Okay, the small ones don't matter. Okay, the lava pits do go away eventually, but... Also, hello Sora. Welcome to the stream. That's all it takes. Again, even this late into the game, for being this late in the game, it feels a little too easy, but then again, I don't think this game is meant to be too difficult. Wait, really? Hitting her with a bomb actually? Okay, good to know. There's a big one. You know, let's ground pounder just for the fun of it. What do you think of Steam Gardens? I thought it was catchy. Especially with that bass. What was I yapping about during it all? Let's see. The easy boss. The fact that the womps are, those womp things are called ogres. Send some love to your mothers because it's Mother's Day. How many times I died because of that stupid woodpecker mechanic or whatever. I don't know, a lot of things, Swamp. I guess we'll never really know for sure because I can't remember for the life of me exactly what I was talking about, and there's no recorded footage of it. Wait, was it Sora? I never really picked up on it. So, so are we actually fighting Bowser at Bowser's Castle, or is this just another bait? Like in 3D World, where, yeah, you fight him at a lava castle, but you still got another whole world ahead of that. Wait, how do you know this is the main courtyard? How big is this castle, come to think of it? It's kind of crazy. What's over here, though? More currency. Where have I heard that leitmotif before? Is it even a leitmotif? I don't know. Wait, what's over here? I want to believe there's something, right? No, just a generic spike trap for some reason. What's up here, though? Hold on. Okay, I get the feeling they wouldn't make this place accessible if there wasn't something to it. Like, come on, there's got to be something interesting here at the top, right? Okay, more purple coins. Is that it? Please tell me that's not it. And... okay, I guess that is it. I'm a little underwhelmed, though, I'm not gonna lie. Wait, this thing again? Really? Huh. I keep seeing one of these in every kingdom, but I have no idea what it means, guys. I really do want to take a look around, though. Wait, what is this lining? Steady. I'm not really talking, guys, because these controls are really flimsy. One slip up and I'm dead. Yeah, there's nothing here, so why even bother with all this? No, 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 I don't. Alright, sure, man, sure. You know what, screw it. I just want... I feel like I got enough moons to leave this place, so I'm just gonna get what I can and head out. Wait, what's underneath here? Hold on. Get the feeling there's some sort of secret here. Nothing too crazy though. Okay, it's caged. I can't, whatever it is, I can't access it. I did not mean to do that, but what are you gonna do about it? And also he respawns, so we're good. Wait, what's on the other side? I'm guessing this is where you're meant to go for that moon there? Yeah, okay. No drawbacks, no nothing? Okay. There's a boss battle at the end of the kingdom? Yeah, Stir, tell me something I don't know. It's not like the mission is called show. It's not like the mission has the word showdown in it or anything. You know, let's get a better POV. More of the ogres and waving, jumping flagpoles? Like, okay, sure, I guess. Is the wind moving it, or is this just part of the aesthetic where inanimate objects come to life? Not important. He's not important. For some reason, that's one of the most quotable lines from the first Mario movie, even though it doesn't make too much sense in context. So, what am I doing here? I'm guessing, hold on. They wouldn't just put these blocks for the heck of it. And if only I could aim properly. Thank you. Okay, it's just for a heart. Hoo-yah! I'm not gonna lie, this sound effect with the pecking against the bomb, I don't know, it's kind of satisfying. It definitely does give that stereotypical kung fu vibe. Hoo-yah! Another ogre. Okay, seriously, are they just moving on their own? Why are they shaking like that? Wompy. Wait, can he actually move here? He can, okay. Tried poking that yellowish mark on his forehead. Really? Also, there's a moon. And that kills him. Okay, sure. Thanks for letting me know, Cappy. If these ogres have layers like onions, I don't know, man. They don't stink, and they don't make you cry. So, maybe not. Hey, hold on. Oh, sorry, Captain. Hold on. It's me, it's just me. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. All right, thanks, homie. Always coming in clutch, doesn't he? Look at him. Look at the way he's cheering. He's adorable. Gosh, I love Captain Toad, guys. Come to think of it, how crazy would it be in the movie canon if the Toad we know ends up becoming Captain Toad? Like, that would be pretty crazy character development. Not that Toad in the movies has a lot of personality, but still. That would be a pretty fun development, if nothing else. Okay, I need a bird again. Hold on. They're Oni, but one of the missions refer to them as ogres, so... You know, I'm just gonna call them ogres. And yes, I know Oni means demon in Japanese, by the way. Wait, are those fireworks in the bombs? Huh. I never really noticed that until now. I love this little bird, by the way. It's adorable. Even if the controls are a little flimsy. Wait, can I just hold on to it forever, or is there a time limit? Okay, am I crazy, or this music kind of reminds me of the end credits music from Hey Arnold? You know what? Let me show you guys. Let me show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Hold on. Give me a moment. Like, I'm not the only one who hears it, right? Hold on, play it. And hopefully I don't get copyrighted by playing it too much. This moment in particular. Hold on. Wait it out a little bit. Hold on, play that again, and then play it simultaneously. I don't know. Okay, the resemblance is a little uncanny, but at the same time, I'm kind of reaching. Wait, I just realized. Did I leave the tap open? I did not. Okay, good. Wait, hold on. Give me those coins. Give me peace. Oh gosh, it gets even more complicated. What's over here, though? Just coins. Okay. Yeah, I know, Cappy. I know. It's tedious, but hey, it needs to be done. And there's purple coins over there. Hold on. Hold on. Ow! Okay. That was embarrassing. Okay, I got nothing. I got no defense there. I really don't. I really don't. I mean, at least I got the coins, but I got no defense there. Wait, I missed one. Why? Just why? Not a long dramatic why, like the one that adds to the counter, just why? Wait, what's over here? There's something, because I'm allowed to jump over that spike trap. Or barricade, whatever you want to call it. Really? Nothing? Okay, just coins. Sure, I guess. I mean, it's a little tricky, Stir, but you know what? I only died like twice. What? Twice in the same circumstances? That's it? But yeah, I can see why people might struggle with it. So, is this it? Hold on. Why do I get the feeling the game might give me something if I put out these flames? Wait, hold on. I still need you. Hold on. Yeah, okay. Thank goodness I didn't get rid of the bird just yet. Can you let go, please? Thank you. Okay, how am I supposed to aim? Okay, how am I supposed to aim that? Hold on. Okay, hold on. There you go. Okay, you really gotta time it, though. Steady. A little too early. There you go. Yep, I knew it. Yeah, Swamp, honestly, yeah. Like I said, if this game had traditional one-ups and whatnot, I would have gotten the game over by now. Thank you, Cat Peach? Okay, nothing for putting out the flames. Or is there? I get a bit of a cheer, but what if I put out the lights too? Okay, no, it just goes back on. Never mind. No, wait, no. Okay, yeah, it just goes back on and shaking like crazy. Yep, there he is. Is this it? Because this is a pretty climactic setting. The fireworks, the clouds, the moon right in front of us. Okay, seriously, why doesn't the tiara just fly away? I'm guessing just to look out for Peach? Because otherwise, she's really got no excuse. And there's the cake. You're too late. We're off to our wedding ceremony on the moon. Wait, really? That's not a metaphor. He's actually going to the moon? All right. Oops. Bro, you really gotta have a better battle plan when it comes to facing him. At least we know where he's going, but can the Odyssey actually make it there? Wait, who's this? Oh, the Brutals again. All four of them. Sometimes I wonder how hilarious it would be if they actually bothered speaking English. Okay. There's bombs that I... Okay, yep, that answers that. I was about to say, how am I supposed to deflect these? If at all. What happens if I take out just one leg? Yeah, it already falls over. Am I meant to... Okay, yeah, that's what I meant to do. Yeah. Figures. What about the other ones, though? Okay, it's moving, but it's not really a threat. As long as I keep my distance, which isn't hard. Yeah, okay, to be fair, I've only done 1 point of damage to it, but even then, I am kind of underwhelmed. Just throw a bomb at its legs and work from there. Maybe I should take out the other leg just to get a... Just so I can target another Brutal? Wait, did the other one get taken out? Okay, apparently. Ow. What's up? So, what do I do for the other ones? Suddenly star powers? Okay, oh my gosh. Okay, that does get kind of scary, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I'm guessing those rocks have hearts in them. Where is it? There you go. I'm guessing this is the last time we deal with the Brutals. And then there's those things. Whatever they are. Anytime you want to send out your little pecker guy, please, be my guest. I should not be standing too close to this thing, but I need that healing. Wait, can I take these out? I can. Okay, good. I'm bad at this game. Oh, gosh. Bro, can you lay off with the fireworks show already? My gosh. Okay. There you go. I'm guessing I... Oh, it's still standing. Hold on. Wait, can I climb this? Oh, I can. Wait, how am I supposed to... Yeah, whatever it is, it's not happening. Ah, jeez. Do I just hit it with the hat? Oh my god, what? What is with... Okay. Bad framing. Bad frame rate. I get bad... No, bad something. I just don't know what it is. I'm just bad. Maybe I'm just bad. Ugh. You know, is it really a bad boss fight if I lost in it? I don't know. Okay, am I meant to climb this thing without ditching the bird? Okay, it does damage, but... How many pecks do I need to hit it with? Are you kidding me? Like, it's easier to just ground pound the dang thing. Okay, maybe that's the goal, but I honestly don't know. And there we go again. Okay. There you go. Oh, she's gone. Just like that. Okay. Simple enough. I'm guessing I do need the bird for the whole thing. Ow. That was badly timed. That's on me. I heal up just to take damage again. That's nice. Okay. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Just don't be dumb. So, who are we gunning for now? I'm guessing the top. Okay, this one's easy to deal with, though. There he goes. Okay, for that, I definitely gotta move. Yeah, something tells me I'm just not fast enough when I'm in the bird suit. Or the bird capture? Whatever you want to call it. Wait, can I take these out with the hat? I can. Good. Or I can toss them away. For whatever that's worth. I need a bird. Look at the little bird just chilling. Bro, I'm telling you, he did not ask to be a part of this. I can tell. Ugh. Steady. There goes another leg. Okay, I am meant to climb this, apparently. Later, Goofy. Nice knowing you. Okay, one more to go. One more to go. I can do this. I can do this. I'm good at this. I'm good at this. You know what? Let's change things up a little. I'm not bad at this. I'm good at this. And I'm totally not completely delusional. Bro, I'm telling you, the range on that beak is just so flimsy. Kind of annoying. Like, you think you're gonna hit it, but you end up not. Ow! Okay, I need healing. I need healing. Where are the rocks? There's one. Okay, I really need to be patient here because I have no means to heal myself and I only have 1 health. I only have to hit 1 leg, right? Like, stop. What? I was so distracted by the bomb, by the whole robot, that I completely ignored the bird there. I'm not gonna lie, guys. That's embarrassing. That is so freaking embarrassing. You know, I blame my own impatience for that. I blame my own impatience for that. Cause golly, bro. I really am just bad at this, aren't I? I got no excuse this time. And of course the bird body blocks the bomb, because why doesn't he? Yeah, I can't tell if the boss is just legitimately difficult, or if it's just bullcrap. Like, I legitimately can't tell if it's genuinely challenging, or if it's just unbalanced and tedious. Alright. You know, maybe I should be gunning for the other leg. Hold on. There you go. They got Goofy over here. Look at this panicking bozo. Why did I grab that? Why did I touch that rock? That was my healing, if I needed it. Which I probably will. Okay, just get out of the way. Get out of the way. Okay, I guess maybe I am fast enough with just the bird. Or this little thing, whatever it's called. Come to think of it, how is this not a capture in Mario Mon? Ow! You see why I needed that heart? This is frustrating. Okay, I gotta get rid of you. You gotta go. You gotta go, man. Sorry. I would have won if it weren't for that bird that I didn't take out earlier, so I can't take my chances anymore. Actually, does it matter which leg I take out? Maybe it doesn't. Oh! Okay, the robot just takes a stance. That helps me reach the next weak spot. Okay. Pretty stupid of it, realistically, but hey. Alright, I'm at full health, and there's only one Brutal left to go. On one hand, no, I can't take my chances. I need that bird. I don't want to go through the trouble of getting another one. I really don't. Okay, just one leg. Just take out one leg. All I gotta do. Simple as that. I think. Is it? Muda, 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 muda! Is that it? Yeah, okay. Just had to take out all four of them. It's a creative boss, but at the same time, it does get really tedious. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I am adding that to the Y counter. Okay. Suddenly 3D World Fireworks. Sure, why not? And that's that. So, I'm guessing there's only one kingdom left in the main story? Because I think the Brutals are down for good, guys. We did technically visit Bowser's castle already. If 3D World is anything to work off of, there's only one world left. Like, if this is World 8, then the next one is World Bowser, as it was called. We were one step away, Bowser flew off to the moon. Wait, I just realized. We're collecting moons, and we're going to the moon. Was that intentional, or is it just a coincidence? Probably intentional. How many, though? Do I have enough? Because I want to believe I got yeah, I only need 8 more. See, this is why it plays to explore everything you can. Because I feel like if I was just doing the bare minimum with the missions, yeah, we would not be able to make it to the moon just yet. Wait, is there a crazy cap on the moon? What am I supposed to... No, wait, I remember. Mario has a skin in Smash Ultimate where he has the wedding attire. I'm guessing that's what they sell at the moon. Would I say that's a spoiler? Technically, no. But still, though, it would have been a fun surprise. Yep. Forget the planet. We're just going straight to the moon. I mean, can we actually approach him wisely instead of just jumping on his ship like an idiot? Because if that is the case, he probably can get away. Why would he want to get... Is the church at the moon, though? Or is he just trying to get away from us? Because I don't know what to make of this. Yo. Y'all hear the leitmotif, though? Oh! I don't even gotta pay for it. I just get it immediately. You know what? Very inventive. Using that's actually very inventive. Using Cappy's original design to form some wedding attire. I dig it. But at the very least, it really resembles Cappy's original form. You know, the white top hat and everything. Okay, this got really eerie really fast. The moon haunts you. Honeymoon Ridge. Okay, wait. I get it. Honeymoon. Okay, I see what you did there. Bowser's Moon Wedding. So the church is here. If you could even call it a church. Oh, don't you look dapper? Yeah, where did this drip come from? Genuine question. No time to dilly-dally. Let's go. I don't want to look around though. Wait, how the heck am I breathing here? Oh my gosh, wait, gravity. Oh my gosh, the gravity. I just realized we're on the moon, yeah. It does make sense that I can jump higher now. And the moons are just like a plain white color, okay. Wait a minute, who's even... What kind of guests are you gonna have in a place like this, though? Who's actually gonna RSVP to the moon? Where the heck are we? Okay, I know it's a rhetorical question. I know where we are. But... Yeah, basically galaxy logic. Oh my gosh, what are those things? Not the spiky things, those tentacle monsters up far ahead. Wait, can I just... Yeah, I can just long jump across this. The heck are you, though? Can I just... Yeah, okay, simple enough. Steady. Okay. Wait, I just realized the currency is Starbits. That's cute. Or at the very least, they really resemble Starbits, but... Yeah, I don't know what to make of that, but it's cute. Wait, hold on. Hold on. I get the feeling I'm gonna need this. How did they manage to grow these on the moon, though? You know what? Don't question it. Just... Literally just run. Another moon? Nice. So... Okay. More biddies over there, but... I want to see what's over here, though. You know, other than another tentacle monster. Oh my gosh, this thing again. Yeah, pretty much every kingdom, homie. What gives? Huh. Also, another musical note. Oh gosh, okay, I see what you gotta do. Please tell me I angled this right. I did not. Okay, I kinda did. The second time. Thank goodness I had some leeway. So... Now what? Okay. The cliff side here. Wait, what's that on the left, though? Hold on. Wait, I think I need the flower. Hold on. Maybe I don't. No, wait, I definitely do. Hold on. Was there any reason I couldn't take the other way? Wait, what's that at the end of the cliff? Is that a door, or? No, it's just a... Just a couple of blocks clogging the way. I don't know why, though. This thing again. Okay, you gotta go. Okay, that does count as a ground pound, thank goodness. Yeah, who the heck is he inviting to this place? Who would want to actually travel all the way to the moon? Just for some... Apparently the Sphinx does. Who are you? Can I talk to you? Hello? Okay, maybe I need to get on his head? I don't know, man. Okay, I'm pressing A, but, how do I talk to you? Maybe I ground pound his head? Oh, there you go. I mean, I'll try. No. What about the other Sphinxes? I didn't really interact with them. They didn't really tell me anything. Maybe I have to talk to all of them eventually? Wait, Toad, you got invited? Or you just happen to be here. And we're dead. Probably Sora. Okay, this is more like it. Yeah, this is more so what I expected. Yeah. You have to wonder how Bowser did it. Bro, even the dry bones are wearing top hats? Are you kidding me? Wait, hold on. Okay, I was about to say, how am I supposed to... I literally have to just fly. Okay, I have to tap B repeatedly. Ow! Give me that. Wait, what happens if I just... Okay, they just get KO'd, but they respawn, like most dry bones. Okay, this is more like it. I thought we were just gonna go straight to the altar, but no, I like this. Howdy. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Dry bones with pupils, they're a little unsettling, but they still look adorable. Break this. No, not yet, not yet. What is this? No. Can I go back? What is that keyhole? No, I want to... Can I? I'm literally not pressing anything. Okay, I guess I just spawned too close to the thing. So, oh, we actually have Hammer Bros now. Okay, I don't know why the game insists on these tutorials on the bottom of the screen. This is the end game. Okay, now we're throwing actual hammers. Yeet, yeet, yeet. Could have easily just been frying pan. Could have just as easily been frying pans, though. Just saying. Okay, I'm guessing I don't need the hammer bro anymore. I'm guessing I'm gonna need this thing again. I forgot what it was called, though. Then again, I never bothered learning its name to begin with. Sorry if it makes me seem shallow. It's just, I never bothered looking it up. Wait, is this how I do it? There you go. Okay. I did not know you could do this with curves. Did not know you could curve with this thing, is what I'm trying to say. Ugh, English. Okay, now what? That's what. Am I about to... Bonsai! Get it? Because it's literally a bonsai bill? Okay, this is crazy. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, I need to get off, though. I need to get off. I need to get off! Okay, it was only one hit. Very clumsy, but I pulled it off. I think I missed a couple coins, though. And a moon, so you know what? Bring it in. Bring it in. Give me another bullet bill. Not that one, though. Okay, there's a means to make it back. Okay, you know what? Maybe I should pace myself a little more. Yeah, otherwise that happens. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. Okay. I just realized it's 3:15. I'm already past my streaming threshold, but it's the end game, guys. It'd be a little anticlimactic if I didn't go through with it. If I didn't just at least get to the credits. Okay, the timer resets when you capture the bullet bill. Thank goodness. No, I didn't mean to. I'm dead. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. I am so sorry, Mario. That must have been a gruesome last few minutes of your life. Okay, at least I got the moon. At least I got the moon, though, but that was very stupid of me. Okay. I'm guessing the little ones would go after me, because otherwise I don't know how I'm going to do this. Or that one. That works too. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Bullet. Oh, you again. Wait, hang on. Nope. I mean, did they want me to get those purple coins or not? I mean, there's no winning with this game, is there? There kind of is. I'm just being really slow about it. ¡Ay, hijo de la bendiga! ¡Ay, soy bien torpe! Really? The endgame's gonna take a bit? Really? Swamp. Now I'm conflicted. 'Cause I got nothing better ongoing on today. It's Sunday. It's only 3 p.m. over here. But... maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. We'll see. Okay, I can make it in one trip. Thank goodness. I can make it in one trip. Okay, I got the coins already. I got the coins already, so I can do this no problem. I'm guessing that's all I need him for. Ooh. Wait. Am I about to capture? Yep, that's about what I expected, and I'm down for it. So, is there a reason for this, or? Okay, that is very satisfying. That is very satisfying. Holy crap. Although, I guess I needed him for more than... Okay. You know what? We needed to turn around anyways for those purple coins, so... I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad. Ow. Okay. I don't know what that was, but sure. I'm guessing... Yep. Okay. Fair enough. This is fun. This is fun. This is really fun. Okay, that was fun. Is that it, though? I want to believe there's a little more to it, though. Oh my gosh, you again? I mean, she is their leader, I think. Just another fight? Remember me? You were ever so rude to me back in the Cascade Kingdom. Yeah, it seems... It's been a hot minute since I last fought you. Where? We? Powered up? Okay. Just take out the hats. Just like before. I don't know how I feel about this. Ow. Wait, why is the chain chomp sound still going? I'm not even... Okay, sure. Okay, she's angry, and he has more hats, but... So far, I'm a little underwhelmed. Is he just gonna... Okay, if he hits the lady, nothing changes. Is this it, though? Because that's the chomp. He gets tired. That's it? Nah. That was... For a penultimate boss fight, that was kind of underwhelming. But sure. I don't even get a moon out of it, just coins. Yeah. Yeah, get out of here, lady. So now what? Oh my gosh, Mario, I am so sorry for this. Like, look at him. He has no health left. So one detail I've definitely appreciated and I've never brought attention to is the fact that he looks worn out when he only has 1 point of health left. Oh. Crap, I forgot the gravity's back to normal. Wait, do I get healing from a checkpoint? Oh, thank goodness. Well, guys. Here we are. And to be honest, like I said, I got nowhere else to be today, so yeah, sure. Let's go past the 4-hour mark here. Let's go to the 4-hour mark here. Because why the frick not? Like, imagine if I left this hanging until next week. Wait, what's around the church? Okay, I know I just made a whole point of not wasting anyone's time, and yet here I am, wasting Mario's time. It's a bit ironic, but even then, it's fiction. It's not that deep, bro. Wait, who are you? Oh, it's your little froggy. Wasn't this our first ever capture? Oh, right, there's no gravity, so the jump is even higher. Hey, hold on. Hold on. Ribbit. Oh my gosh, these jumps are so these jumps are too much. Wait, what happens if I stand? What happens if I stand on that? Hold on, I'm willing to bet it's a moon. Steady. A little to the center. Come on. There you go. There you go. There you go. I think. Or... Okay, maybe... Okay, I think I see what I need to do. But first, I gotta ditch the frog. A little bit closer. Yeah, I knew it. Okay. And it lands right in front of me. Thank goodness. I feel like I need the frog for a little more than that, though. Hold on. Where's the froggy boy? I'm not gonna lie, this frog is freaking adorable, guys. And I don't always say that about frogs. These jumps, man, they're kind of crazy. Wait, what if I hit the bell with the hat? What if I hit the bell with Cappy? Or climb even higher? Okay, that's just money. That's just more currency. Come to think of it, I have not seen a crazy cap in this place. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Work with me, game. Thank you. Wait, was this where I'm meant to go through in the first place? No, I'm not. Okay. Wait. Okay, it's just a hall. I thought this was the actual auditorium. Okay, it's just an extra moon. Nothing else in sight, so yeah, screw it. Yep. Game's up, Bowser. Wait, there's Pauline. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little odd that Mario's ex here while his current girlfriend is getting married to someone else. I was dragged away from me cooking by cooking for this. Awful, awful, awful. Just in time. Bro, everything's here. The dress, the stew, the cake. I wish to go home now. I was forced to attend. Oh, okay, yeah. It checks out. Nobody wanted to be here. What else did they gotta say? That's it? Gonna have some stew? I mean, I'm guessing that's the idea, homie, but you know how Bowser is. Yeah, they are all distraught. Okay, bro, you gotta go. Like, even kidnapped the mayor of New Donk. Like, what does that tell you? Okay, again. Never mind. Never mind. I'm just gonna stop asking. The jig is up, big dog. Of course. Okay, to be fair though, at the very least he didn't charge out at this time, and... Never mind, I thought Cappy was gonna pull through. Okay, you know what? I don't blame him. Oh. What is this place? Holy crap, was he always that huge? Crushing the wedding, Mario? That's tacky even for you. Also, your outfit isn't halfway fancy enough for the occasion. Not that it matters, since you weren't invited! Now it's time for you to make it look a bouquet and get thrown out! I'm guessing this is it. This again? Yo, this music though, hold on! Here's your happily ever after! Here we go again. Ow. Okay, I can break it, but... No, 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 no. Okay, he already deflects it. Last time he only did it the third time. Okay. But even then, what's stopping you from getting away, even if I win this time? Oh my gosh. Okay, we're playing jumper with his flames. Sure. Okay, just like before. 3 fake ones and a real one. Yo, this music though, hold on. Can I actually deflect these? I cannot. No, definitely. Those definitely no. Those are definitely a big no-no. I love the bass, man. Muda, 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 muda. Oh, hold on. And he does it twice. Muda, 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 muda. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Hey, hold on. I love, bro. Something about when final boss themes incorporate the leitmotif. I just love it, man. Every freaking time. If you do this in certain outfits, Bowser will react to your drip. Really? Oh my gosh, the whole cavalcade of hats. Okay. Is this still just 3 hits though? I get the feeling it won't be this simple, but let's see. Yeah, don't punch the fiery ones, that's all I can really think. There's a spin, and another, and another. Oh, doing it again. Okay, fine, fine, fine. Never mind. Wait, is that it? Oh my gosh, the suit is gone. And so is the ring. Don't tell me that. Okay, if I hear the Peach motif, I feel like it's over already, but... Am I crazy or was that over too quickly? Wait, am I supposed to capture him? Oh. Wait, it's these things. It's that block we kept seeing. Hold on. Come to think of it, have I ever heard Mario say Peach out loud? I don't think I have. That's enough Muda Muda. Yeah, probably. Swamp. I'm guessing that's it. Mario, homie, you want to wake up? Oh, okay, I had to press A. And I gotta keep running. Okay, okay. Okay, I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it! Chat. Okay, yeah, I kinda called it. I kinda called it. Oh, this is so wrong. This feels so wrong, yet so right. World 64. Odyssey. Hey, hold on. All these callbacks. Hold on. Wait, I didn't see Sunshine or Galaxy. Does that mean they're not canon? I don't know, man. Alright, let's go. Yo, with Peach on the shoulder? Yo, this is gas. Hold on. What are we fighting, though? I guess nothing. We're just getting out of here. Okay. Okay. Okay, this place is covered in those blocks. Why are they turning gold, though? Okay, I'm guessing the debris hurts me, so I gotta avoid it. Or maybe deflect it with the claws? Yeah, okay, I can deflect it. Okay. We're cooking, I think. Oh, gosh. How am I even gonna fit in here? I can. Okay, this is so stupid, but in all the right ways. I'm very stupid in all the right ways. Okay, this is fun though. This is fun. Okay, I definitely ruined the excitement by getting myself killed there, but this is still really fun. Look at this. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want a Bowser solo game for once. Not where he fights Mario, just where he's off doing his own thing. Then again, we technically got it with Bowser's Inside Story. Maybe that's why that game is so great. Okay, this again. Wait, did I just triple jump for the fun of it? That... Oh my gosh, Sora, the moment you said that, I already did it. What the heck is going on? Okay, don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. Just jump. Wait, can I actually dash in this? Okay, I gotta hurry. I gotta hurry. I gotta hurry, but I can't see crap. It's not like I can see ahead of me. Does this do it? Okay. Keep running. This is so crazy, man. Look at this. It's so chaotic, but in all the right ways. Okay. I was literally just mashing Y, but I guess that works. Suddenly a rock anthem? Okay, I'm guessing I have to break those pillars. Yo! Suddenly Pauline is singing again? Yo, hold on! Okay, forget an actual boss fight. This is so much better. Wait, I just realized why it's called Honeyloon Ridge, because it's... Okay, maybe that's a reach, but... What the... What is this? This is not how I expected this game to end, but oh my gosh, this is so much fun. Okay, I'm guessing I gotta go to the center now. I see you, Mario. I see you, Odyssey. Ow. Another electrical outlet? Okay, I just jump into it. Okay. This makes no sense if I know anything about the cat powers, but sure. Is Bowser aware of all this, or is it just Mario doing all the talking and seeing? Of course, no matter what Peach wears, she can just glide. Sure. So, kind of a little on the nose that Mario has wedding attire to crash this wedding. I mean, just because she's not marrying Bowser, it doesn't mean she's gonna marry you on the spot, bro. What? Excuse you? No, no, you deserve an ass whooping. Guys, can we just give her some space, please? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you tell him, girl. Yeah, let's just go home. Yeah, Mario, I don't know why you're being so... Mario, you fumbled it. You fumbled it, homie. You fumbled it. I like that. Let's go home. Yeah, don't leave without him, home. Girl, don't leave without them. Aww. Wait, is that it? Aw, that was cute. Oh my god. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Like, oh my... Guys, this game... This is so much fun. This is so much fun in so many ways. Like, where do I even begin? I know the game's not over. There probably is a post-game and a lot more moves that I didn't collect, but... Wow. Cappy and Tiara being shippers? Hey, they're not shipping themselves... As long as they're not shipping themselves with each other, yeah, I think I encourage that kind of behavior. It's harmless. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's plenty more afterwards, but wow. Not what I expected. I thought it's gonna be like another three-face Bowser fight like in Galaxy or whatever, but I kind of like that better, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's not really high stakes like in Mario Galaxy or whatever. Okay, there was some stakes, stopping Peach from being forced into a marriage, but Still though, it was silly in all the right ways. It just has that perfect Mario charm, that I'm pretty familiar with. Oh gosh, it just makes me realize if the next Mario movie is Odyssey based, if it's called the Mario Odyssey movie, it's probably gonna suck. It's probably gonna fumble the bag. But to be fair though, the plot here was a lot more simplistic compared to Galaxy, so I won't have too much to complain about, hopefully, if that's what actually happens. But oh my gosh. That was so much fun, guys. I'm telling you, man. Galaxy will always have a soft spot in my heart, and it definitely has the gameplay to show for it, but this was definitely something special. Like, it's pretty neck and neck. Like, would I say my favorite Mario game? I don't know yet. Nah, that title still just goes to Galaxy, because I'm a huge sucker for an emotional storyline, or the closest thing we got to it in a mainline Mario platformer. Because, let me tell you, the lore is just all over the place with Galaxy. Here, though, there's definitely still a lot going for it, even if it's not the same thing. Like, they both have their own individual strengths. I don't have to compare and contrast all the time, but if I had to pick a favorite, yeah, it's too close to call, man, because I had so much fun with this game. It's not even funny. Yeah, really, it's a lot, yeah, it was a lot short. How long did it take me to finish this? Yeah, we started this, like, I still have the VOD up from a couple weeks ago. Yeah, I want to say like a month ago, a month and a half? And we're already at the credits. Okay, to be fair though, with Galaxy, I more or less went out of my way to get every Power Star I could before the credits, so... Huh. I do wonder which one is lengthier. Seriously though, okay, I gotta look up that Pauline song we just heard at some point. Thanks for playing. My pleasure. My pleasure.
Thank you so much for playing my game.
Of course. You gotta hear it at least once in every Mario game. Thank you for playing my game. Those blocks again. So, I'm guessing hitting those switches at the moon did something to them. Huh. And that was in the that shot was from the Cap Kingdom. Oh, speaking of kingdoms. We're just the Mushroom Kingdom, just Peach's Castle? Additional power moons are in stock at the shop. Oh gosh, don't tell me I have to get all the purple coins to buy them. Music list has been added to the map. Really? Wait, can I just hear the individual songs, even that one? Huh. Peach's Castle looks a lot different. So I'm guessing 64 is canon because Peach's Castle is right there. And I'm already seeing coins, and I see Luigi. What is this place? So calm, so peaceful. Like our trip to the Moon Kingdom was all a dream. A good thing it wasn't, because we saved our 2 dear friends. Yeah. Friends. Mario, you fumbled it. All you had to do... Okay, it's one thing to get Bowser out of Peach's case, but you really did not need to be so insistent yourself, man. I liked our travel so much. I don't want our journey to end. Yeah, me neither, Cappy. I mean, there's still so much to do. So many hats you need to meet. Yeah, probably. Wait, somewhere new. Oh gosh, am I gonna hear what I think I'm gonna hear? If I go to Peach's Castle? You know what, before we end the stream, I want to find out. Really? Only 3 weeks ago? Wow, it is really short. Yeah, it feels like we tackled at least 2 kingdoms in each sitting. Come to think of it. A big gathering in the castle. Also, suddenly Luigi. And a scooter. You know what? Gimme. Wow, I cannot drive. I can't drive 55! Hi, Toad. Oh, God. Wait. Where'd you go? She just got kidnapped. How is she so confident going at it alone? Oh, gosh. What did you do, Peach? Yep, I knew it. I need to hear this. Hold on. Oh my gosh, it's exactly like it is in 64. Hold on. Oh, hey, it's Toadette. How you been, girl? Uh-huh. Wait a minute. Archivist Toadette? Uh-huh. Wait, have you been stalking me? Oh, I get a moon for that? Or... Okay, that's gas. That's gas. That is a perfectly loving homage. Oh, are all the moons in this kingdom just power stars with a little sound effect? Yo, sign me up. Sign me up. Please. Okay. Thank you, Toadette. Holy crap, there's a lot of moons here. Wait, all of these are in this area? Oh gosh. Okay. Thanks for letting me know, Toadette, but... Wait a minute, world peace? Wait, what do you mean by that? I'm guessing that's just completing the main story, but isn't that just the same thing as the other one? Power Moon Knight. What is... I don't know what these mean. I don't know what these entail, but I guess I could just read into it. I have no idea what these quests... I don't have no idea what I did, but sure. Note collecting world tour. Okay, I'm guessing that means I did all the note missions. Still though, this music. Hold on. Okay, sure. Just give me all the ones you got, girl. Cause why not? Capturing novice. I'm guessing you need to capture everything possible. Capturing apprentice. Okay. Yeah, that's a crazy amount of freebies. I'm guessing it depends on how thorough you were in the main story. Oh my gosh, how many are there? I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting a little sick of the sound effect, but still. Okay, I'm guessing that's all of it. Wait, how do I check the archives? Okay, there you go. I didn't even need to talk to her, but sure. Okay. So, is it gonna at least tell me where it is? Apparently not. Guessing whatever this is in Tostarena. Yeah, you really just gotta capture everything humanly possible. I'm still missing a few. Wait, can I actually hear it? I don't even know what it's called. Hold on. Okay, that's the Bowser theme, but can I hear Jump Up Superstars here? Yeah, Jump Up Superstar. Sorry, singular. Ah, there it is. There it is. Honeyloo Ridge Escape. Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna play it for too long, guys, because I think it might get copyrighted. So, I'm just gonna... I think we're just gonna call it here, guys, because... Okay, the music just doesn't stop. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Can I mute it, please? Yeah. Okay, yeah, because I don't want to take any chances with copyright. I mean, for the sake of the moment in the game, I kind of have to keep it. But, outside of that, I don't know, man. But you know what? We're just gonna call it here, guys. With the nice little Peach's Castle music. Wait, can I take your guys' hats off? I can't. Okay. So yeah, guys. And that's that for the main story of Mario Odyssey. I think I do want to do a bit of post-game, but at the same time, guys, I mean, is it really anything worthwhile that like, it's not like Galaxy where, I don't know, man. Do I want to bother with this post-game? Like, does anything worthwhile actually come out of it other than just completion? I don't know. So next weekend, guys, either we do more post game or we hop onto the next game. Honestly, guys, I did not expect to finish it so quickly, but hey, what are you gonna do? I guess there is a couple more surprises, come to think of it. Wait, what's the attire in this place? What's the special you know what? Let me go to Crazy Cap. What the heck are they gonna dress you as in this place? I do remember seeing it earlier. Aw, look at the little squirrels. So, I love the fact that the toads are even colored for the Crazy Cap theme. No, wait, not you. Hold on. I do want to buy that Power Star eventually. Or Moon? Chat. I think this is the first time I've ever used this scream on a positive note. Are you kidding me? That's actually kind of gas. Hold on. Wait, so am I just gonna look like Mario 64 Mario if I buy this? Oh wait, I can't afford it. Okay, fair enough. Not gonna lie, I kind of want to look around, guys, but like I said, I was already pushing it, and we did make it to the credits. Oh, the doggy! Where you going, little dude? Oh my gosh, I'm getting way too distracted, but you know what? It's worth it. It's worth it. All right, we'll play with the doggy a little bit, and then we'll call it. Is that a moon? Okay, just coins. Okay. After that, he's just gonna... Is he gonna chase me? No, he's got... Is he gonna chase me? Okay, he is. Oh, I'm so glad we get to keep the doggy. Yeah, imagine Toads playing with a puppy. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. That's peak wholesomeness. Wait, why are you wearing a sailor hat? Aw, that's cute. At least some good came out of that horrible wedding, but... Alright, guys. Like I said, we really gotta call it. I will see you guys... hopefully next Saturday. Wait, can I take the dog with me to the castle? Please. Please. Come forth. Onwards to the castle. My little... Aww, you just wait at the front gate like a good boy. Aww. I don't even know what you're called, and I think you're the most adorable thing ever. Look at this guy. On one hand, I want to end the stream with a mute. Chat. What is this? Rhetorical question. I know whose this belongs to, but what is it doing here? Yeah, I know. Where is he? Wait. I've played Mario 64. I've gotten all 120 stars. If the past is any indication, I know where Yoshi is. Hold on. Hold on. How do I get to the rooftop, though? You know what? We'll save it for next. Save it for next time. You know what? If anything, that just builds up the excitement for the next stream. So with that being said, though, guys, Sora, not what I had in mind, but that was funny. Peaches, 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 peaches. You know, come to think of it, Yoshi's favorite fruit is peaches. How did I never put two and two together like that? Because keep in mind, guys, he's eaten them since Super Mario World, and that was back in the 90s. But alright, with that being said, guys, we're going to call it here. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. As always, if your heart so desires, like the scream. I was about to say like the scream. Like the stream. Subscribe to the channel. Join the Discord. And I will hopefully see you guys next Saturday. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. If your mother is... Let me put it this way, guys. Send some love to your mothers if you truly believe they're worthy of it, which most of the time they are, guys. There's plenty of good mothers out there, and I'm willing to doubt none. I'm willing to believe that none of your mothers are different in that regard. Send some love to your mothers if you can. Love them, appreciate them, cherish them, do what you gotta do. With that being said, though, guys, I gotta call it here. Once again, MC by sending out. Take care, guys. Bye. Yeah, Mario, you deserve the break. You know what? Normally I would rag on him for proposing like that in the middle of a castle, but I'm sure Peach wouldn't mind. Not that she's here to supervise, but she wouldn't mind. All right, guys. Take care. Bye.